Okay, live.
Hello everyone, my name is Dominic and I'm here to show you how to, or rather how we build our bikes.
Dominic nervous.
Yes, first time, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but then we just go on. Okay,
Yeah.
so all Birdy bikes.
We do a mic test. Let me see the live.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now we have 1 viewers.
Yay.
Hello Ray Ray.
Hello Ray Ray.
Ray Ray.
Welcome to
Thanks
my
for
world.
joining us.
I don't know how to use this, so I'll just put it aside. Okay, am I good in a good view?
Yeah, let me see. Anyways, you guys like this, can ask your friend to join our live. See Dominic build a Birdy City.
Okay. So
Testing.
testing.
Yeah, okay. We
so
sounds
good.
great. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You can see on your
My
side.
phone.
Yeah.
And lagging.
No lagging. Here we'll have all the comment. I will tell you also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So when you purchase your Birdies, it will come to us in 3 different boxes. So you have the choice of choosing your model and your color, then we will assemble everything for you. Compared to other bike shops, you like a particular model and it only comes in 2 colors or 3, so you have to choose. But this one you have a wide range of colors. So this is how we do a daily build.
Tommy say we love Dominic.
Hi Tommy, I miss you too. Yes. Okay, so I'll go slow and steady so that you actually know how things are done and not just open a box, some screws in and that's it. Okay, so this is the box where your seat post and your, what is this called? Seat post and stem.
Yep.
Comes from.
Yep.
I will open them up all up in a while. This is your main frame. For this particular build, we are building a red and a matte black. And the model we are building is the City, Birdy City. Okay, so every mechanic will build differently. There is a right way to build and there is some other ways to build. So I might sometimes go the right way and sometimes not, but ultimately the bike is done to the builder's preference.
Yeah.
Okay.
So today we'll show you guys what usually Dominic do. Yeah.
Yes, but every day I build slightly different because of a particular model that requires a certain different approach.
Yeah, different treatment. Sometimes they have add-on accessories. It will affect how the bike is built.
Correct. So I will take out, usually I'll take out the seat post first. Then I don't like to do double drop, so I like to make it simple. Instead of clamping it on, I just release the saddle clamp. Okay, then I'll insert it to a specific height. I'll lock it in, make sure it's centered. I'm a bit OCD, so I like things certain way. This I will bin in a while. The next, I will always check all my equipment before assembly. I don't like to assemble and then realize that there's a faulty equipment or faulty component.
Wow, quite a lot of people joining.
Oh.
Thank you guys.
Hello, whoever you are. Hi.
Hi.
My name is Dominic again.
Share this TikTok with your friends. Yeah.
Yes.
If you're interested in this kind of content, maybe we'll do more in future. Yeah.
Hopefully someone else can take over. You can meet all of them.
You wish,
We have over 10 bike mechanics
Yeah.
building your bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time when we take things out, we will check all the parts, the hinges, and make sure they are smooth before assembly. Make sure the star nut's in, make sure all the nuts and bolts are fine, they are smooth, all the little buttons that need to be engaged, do engage well.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is what you should do before your rides also, right?
correct. Then I'll at the same time lubricate or grease the parts that need to be done.
Always good practice for you guys to check your bike also before every ride.
Always keep your station neat and clean.
Yeah.
All this will be bin. I'll bin it in a while. When I take out the fork, I can use that as a trash.
When it comes to neat, right, Dominic is the definition of neat. No, like
I'm the OCD. It has to be a certain way. Okay, so this, I will bin it in a while. The next step, I will have to take the component kit because the seat post clamp is in this box. Without it, I can't mount the bike frame. So this is the handlebar with pre-loaded grips and brake levers and shifters. I will open this in a while, but now I need my seat post clamp. Pre-cut cables, brake shifters, crank arm. All these I'll put aside first. The wheels. It's very nice of Pacific Cycle to install the tires and the cassette along with the wheels that is in this box. They have partially been pumped, but we always have to check the pressure and the installation if it was installed properly. Mistakes do happen. That's why we are here to check before we send it up to you.
we always check the components so that before we build the bike.
Okay, so everything from this box is now out. I can put this.
Vivian send you roses.
William.
Like Vivian.
Vivian. Hello, Vivian. Okay, out of the shot. Yes. So I can borrow this table for a while. I will put my parts here. Make sure it's nice and secured. I don't want any scratches on this part. So all the little knickknacks are in this box. All your chain tensioner, your derailleurs. I can actually put them here. You can roughly see how it is. So what's in this box? We have a saddle. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go slow, so I'm going slow. The saddle. This I'll put aside first. Saddle, what else? This is your chain tensioner. Basic, all birdies have this chain tensioner. This is the part that I'm looking for, the seat post clamp.
Oh yeah, the chain tensioner, not all body have chain tensioner. Only the G3 comes with it. Right? Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, have.
The older generation don't have.
I
think they include in the new one.
Sorry, yes, only the G3.
Yeah.
The G2 is mounted to your derailleur.
Yeah.
Correct. I thought you were talking about all of our birdies. Sorry. Yes.
It is our bodies.
Yes,
come
yes.
with. Yeah.
So, this one. This is a 2.5.
You got 2 roses from Vivian.
Thank you, Vivian.
Let's say if we can.
So, seat post clamp. This is part of your cables. I will put it here. Ziploc, usually we will recycle. We like to recycle things if we can. Either pass it on to the retail side and then they can give it to you nicely in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah. Save the own.
Yes. Save the dolphins as well. The rotor. All models will come with different rotors.
Yep.
This one is Tektro. No, sorry, Avid. Tektro is the other models.
Cycling also save the earth. No, it reduce.
Yes, carbon. Your bell. Most birdies will come with a bell. This is your derailleur. They packed it very nicely. When it comes out from this bag, there are no scratches or whatsoever, no dent. So I always like to zero all my things before I put it on the bike. This is taking away one step. This goes back here. Here is your bottom bracket for city. So you have two washers. One we call the star washer. This is a plain washer. Which one goes in first? It matters. Okay, so this, if I'm on the bike, this is the drive side, this is the non-drive side. The star washer goes in last because it will hold your chain tensioner in place. Without the star washer, take it out. Without it, over tightening, or sometimes the angle is not right because of your bottom bracket, the housing, it can fall out of the BB. Then you lose your chain tensioner and you scratch your bike. So it's best if there was one on your bike. Okay, so this one I put this side because it might just roll off, so I put it here.
Right now we are laying out the components so that it's easier for our mechanics to work with to build the bike.
They come with a pedal. Different Birdy models come with different pedals, but so far all Birdies come with two different kinds of pedal only. This one, which has the most teeth,
Yeah,
grip.
I think teeth lah.
Yes, and the other one is a black one where you can get on the R20 and certain other models. That one is a bit more solid, but I prefer this one because it has more grip. And all of them will come with a simple washer. If you buy other pedals, sometimes they don't give you washers because the bolt is big enough. So different manufacturers have different designs when you mount into your crank arm. So this is why they give you washer. If they don't, you don't have to use. If you want to, you can use. You can find your own washer.
There is always like a housing for the pedals
Correct.
The crank.
Correct.
So the washer is for that housing.
There's a groove, cut out groove. So this is the other crank arm. We always check for little scratches before we install. You don't want to install then you peel off. This has a little film protection on the crank arm.
Wait.
Basic stuff.
Let me focus. Okay.
Okay.
Not
Basic
very
stuff.
obvious, but I think they can see.
Yeah. All of you should know what the Birdy crank looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
It's like buying new iPhone, then you tear out the film.
Oh, can do. So once you peel off, make sure there is no visible scratches. If not, we will not assemble this on the bike. So we are very particular about giving you your money's worth. We don't want to cheat you and give you. The next thing that comes out from this box is your headset. I'll put this away. Your headset. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the headset full setup is here. Later I will talk you through about which one goes in where and which one's first. Okay, everything's in place. Next, these are your Avid brakes. Okay, your brakes look like that when it comes from the box. The thing about Avid brakes, I don't want to talk anything ill about the brand, but these are one piston. So of course you have two brake pads, doesn't mean one piston means one brake pad. You have two brake pads, but only one is actuating. But they are all good brakes. It's just some people prefer better quality because they think they can have a better stopping power. That is individual preference. So at this time, I will be what I like to call zeroing everything. So I make sure the cable adjustment is all zeroed in. I would like to also release all the bolts because I do not have to squeeze my Allen key in with the frame. So I'm doing this all when there is a lot of space. After this, last few bits, crank nuts, your quick release skewers. If you don't know the difference, the front is shorter, the rear is longer because of you have to accommodate the cassette. Okay, so back, front.
Yeah. Guys, there is coupons on the top left corner for our items. If you guys interested in our items, you can collect the coupon, then yeah, buy some stuff. If any questions, ask us also in the comments. We will answer.
Yes.
Dominic will answer. I will keep quiet.
Yes, I will answer and I'll tell you.
I know nothing.
Okay, the last thing that came out from that box is your chain. So chains will vary between speeds. This one is a 9-speed chain. Why is it different? Because your cassette, if your cassette has only 9 speed, it has a wider range between the sprockets. So your chain can be fatter. Let's say if you're taking the R20, it's 11 speed. The sprockets are closer together. You cannot use this big gap chain on a small gap cassette.
Oh, that means
You will have friction between the two plates. You will rub between each gear.
Oh,
So the wider it is for your cassette, the wider is the chain. If your cassette is 11 speed or 12, the gap between is narrower, you cannot use this.
oh, so there is a different kind of chains.
Yeah, so you
I
can't
thought they
just
are all
buy.
the same. They all look the same.
Yeah, chain is chain, you just cut long or short, that's all. Yeah. But so happen that you have to know. So now before I move on to the next thing, I'm checking on the main crank. Good.
Wow,
No scratches.
This one new iPhone also.
Shining, shining.
Shiny, shiny.
Make sure everything's assembled nicely. Nuts and bolts are there. Okay. Now, the last one before I open the frame, I'm checking the handlebar.
Shiny, shiny.
How long to build a bike, Tommy? Depends.
Dominic, half an hour, I think.
No. There are a few guys here, they can build really fast. I am not one of them. I will remove all this wrapper, the cling wrap.
But
Because
roughly how long? Let's say if it's you.
On a good day, 2 hours or 1.5 hours. But by then, your face will be white. Because you're really pushing. I
Really
personally,
pushing,
I don't like to build so fast because you miss out on fine little details.
Yeah.
So if I can, I like to build not so fast, relatively fast, but also keeping an eye on quality. So quality is always
Quality
better
is the
than
priority lah. Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
So now I'll still zero everything. I really don't like to do double job, so I like to, after a while you know what to expect, you will be doing this on your own as well. Okay, the rotors is fine, I don't have to check the rotors.
You're opening the rotor, is it?
Yeah, opening the rotors, but not assembling the rotors yet. So of course I'm keeping it clean, do not have any grease or oily fingers on your rotors, because after a while you will hear squeals and that's not ideal for riding. Okay, so I will put this away. Now comes to the main frame. So let me show you how it looks like when it's open. Okay?
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 folds. Here comes
Yeah, right. 4 folds. Yes.
4 fold for
Yeah, yes.
4 fold Birdy.
Yes.
Some other brand they call it 3 fold, but they don't count the seat post as one of the fold. So they fold the rear wheel, then they fold the front wheel, then they put the stem or the handle down.
Oh.
That they call 3 fold. They never
Oh, you mean
call
the bike? Okay, okay.
Yeah, then the seat doesn't go down. Then they walk the bike. It's called a 3 fold. I can do the 3 fold here, but I count the seat post, so it's a 4 fold. So if some people call the seat as 1 fold, then it's a 4 fold, 3 fold bike. Okay.
I thought you mean the box 4 folds, yeah.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4.
the box has
Also 4
4
folds.
flaps.
Yeah.
So your Birdy frame. This is your Birdy frame.
Red, black. Yo.
Notice this is not dead center. Some people come back and say, why is my rear fork bent? You have to take note, the folding is part of the design. It is not one side longer than the other. Notice the BB. It is designed so that your wheel will go on the left side of the main frame and not directly below. And making space for your front to come side by side. Okay, so this is not a defective frame.
Yeah, I think makes sense.
This is part of the design.
Yep.
Okay, so I will carry on. So it's nicely wrapped, and we take a lot of pride building your bike. So we will not scratch your bike. So this goes down here.
Yeah.
Now I will install the seat post clamp. Okay, most of us, or rather all of us, will grease your seat post clamp. So don't be afraid if you see what is white stuff on your seat post or part of your bike. It is to prolong the lifespan of your component.
Dom, can you give me a while? The mounting of the camera
It's
loosen.
moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
me a while.
I can take the time to see what you're looking at. Show the frame.
Guys, give me a while. I'm adjusting the camera. Right now it's losing. Yeah. If any questions, comment down below. We'll answer them. Anything. Whether Dominic are single or not, please ask. I want to know also.
Pants is dropping.
Huh? Single or
losing
not
weight.
depends.
Losing weight as well.
Okay. I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. So the seat post clamp has a number 2.5 mm hexagon lock nut. It will be on the side of your seat tube. Okay. So we put it in.
Yeah.
I should
a good look.
I should explain.
Yeah.
Your seat post clamp, this is a quick release, and this is where you adjust the tension of your quick release. So when you sit, if it's too loose, your seat will go down. So just open it up. There's a plus minus sign if you don't know, or if you've been using a bike for a long time and the marking has run off. Clockwise is tighten, anti-clockwise is loosen. If it's too loose, turn clockwise.
Yep.
And then it will be harder. So it depends, every Birdy has a different weight. So when you sit on it, you just adjust to your own weight. Okay? So quick release, adjust. So now I put it on to the bike.
There is direction for the seat clamp also, right?
Yeah.
How you put it in?
There is actually a fail-proof way, because there's only one hole to put your 2.5 mm hexagon lock nut in. So you can't put this guy here. It is designed to be this way. Unless you have a rear rack, this guy would be this way. I can show you. So if you have a rear rack installed on your frame, your seat I don't want to scratch the bike, so I'm going slow. So this guy will be
your time also.
This is the normal way. With the rear rack, it will be this way, because they already have a hole here. If you can see the hole here. Okay, so simple. If you're not sure, you just come back to the shop. We will install it for you gladly. But of course, if we are busy, then we will be a bit slower. We have to settle the bike that came before you. Okay. Alright, so I'm now going to install it on the seat post.
Alright.
Okay?
Yeah.
So installing it in, I like to preset this to the height that I'm riding. You can ask why if you want to. Okay, so now it's too loose. I cannot let it go like that, it will drop. Okay, so it's not safe. Release, put it up. With my index finger, I'm turning it clockwise. You can see the thing moving. Then roughly at a nice tension, just lock it in. Okay, nice and straight. This is when I will start to strip all the wrappings and the protection, and to inspect the bike for scratches. So this one. Okay, this guy, I can throw it away. At the same time, I always check the QR code according to the box. I'm not saying that I don't trust the box, it's just the way I am.
Let me see, where's the QR code?
This is the QR.
So every bike come with a QR code, like this on here.
And I will check. Make sure the QR 50031344, which is correct. Okay. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So now is inspection time. Same time, I will check the rear hinge, whether is it nice, properly installed. I will make sure it's locked proper.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I will go part by part to inspect. Removing it, removing this. I'll peel one side off gently. Okay, nice and smooth. Some people ask me, why is this here for?
Oh yeah, this one got a lot of people asking.
This is to protect your rear triangle. We call this rear triangle because a regular bike this is a triangle. This is just a blue film protecting the nice gloss or nice polish. Very nice, you can see reflection. Everything is proper, no scratches.
Yeah, I can even see myself.
Yes. Correct. Now I'm checking the other side. I'm checking the other side, everything is nice. I will give a final inspection after everything is released. Also checking if they tapped in proper. Sometimes it is not so nice, so we have to adjust it. Do not be afraid.
You can use the coupon when you buy the items in the shopping cart. Yeah, the coupon is on the top left of your screen. Yeah, then the card icon is at the bottom left.
Okay. So far so good. I'm checking everything.
Yeah.
I'm also making sure what is supposed to be tight is tight. Make sure nothing is faulty. This is a Birdy City. So Birdy Cities have somewhat of a preset setup. So we, the mechanics here, know the adjustments has to be a certain angle. So we are now adjusting it prior to the build.
Right now, just now you are adjusting which part? Yeah?
I was adjusting the fish lever. This guy. This is called the fish lever. It will hold your rear in place.
Okay.
And do note, sorry, a bit noisy. Do note that your rear elastomer will shrink after use. Because it is the same as your skateboard or your roller blade.
Yeah.
Not the inline skate, the roller blade. They have this on their trucks. They do become soft and they do wear and tear, and sometimes they even crack. This is the same material. After constantly using it, you will have a bit of gap. Brand new ones, you got no play. After sitting on it, it will become a bit more squishy. Now I remove the top tube. Removing the top tube, to me, is the part where it tells me this bike is in good condition or not. Because when you see a scratch on the top tube, is when you decide whether to do warranty claim or not. This red black is one of the nicer reds I've seen. I've seen a few different kinds of red.
For me, say, wow, how young are you, Dominic? You look very young.
Oh, looks well, my mother looks young as well, but she's a mother.
That's the answer lah.
Tommy!
Tommy also look very young.
Yeah, Tommy, you look like a male gigolo.
Tommy look younger than me, than you are, than everyone else.
Tommy is now going to a gym just across retail, so if you want to say hi to him, just go there, make membership and just see him run. He likes to run. Yeah, he likes to carry weights also, so maybe if you want to start looking for a guy, he will be there. Tommy is the bomb.
Yeah. Chua Keng Lin asks, hi, do you sell touch-up paint for Birdy?
No.
I had some scratches that need to touch up.
Okay, this is a funny thing. We do not sell touch-up paints. We do touch-up for you. But knowing that this was applied with a spray gun, we do not spray the color onto your bike. So the texture will definitely be different. Sometimes even, I can't say this, but you can purchase online or at the store like the Hobbycraft Art Friend or so. I don't know if I'm supposed to say brands, but they do sell similar or close to colors. But we do not charge you and we do not spray for you. It's just application is by brush. So the brush texture will never be the same. And even if we do layer by layer, we have to buff it and polish it, we will ruin the part that it was not ruined. Okay, so we try not to. Even the true color that comes with the frame can't always be true color. I hope you understand and understand what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay? So,
but we do have Interpon colors. Those
Interpon does not come in a touch-up paint because they powder coat. We do not have that kind of equipment to powder coat. If we were to get any equipment like that, I think the first thing my boss would do is to buy an airbrush to paint and not straight to powder coat. So powder coating, yes, you can do internet research, you can do your own, you can actually find, but I think you can just live with it. If there's a little scratch, it's better than a different color on your bike. Or you can put some decals. There are some good decal stickers in Singapore, you can find them.
Chalking say thank you, understand. Thank you.
As well. Okay.
Mr. Donut asks, what color is this frame? How many colors option are available?
Oh, many colors. 6, 12, 18 or so. Yeah.
Around there. Yeah.
Just for this frame. This frame is called the red and the black. The black front fork I will take out in a while.
Yeah.
You will see after it's fully set up, you can see it looks really nice. There is a different red, but it's more of your Iron Man, the superhero Iron Man. The red, it's more candy-like red. This is more fire truck red.
Yeah, I really like the different finishing on this frame. The
This
main
one-
frame is like gloss finish, then the rear fork and front fork is in matte finish.
Correct.
Brings like strong contrast.
Yeah, it's a very poppy
Iconic.
color.
Yeah.
I like to say this. Some people say I don't like the idea of having red and black. It's like, can you make up your mind? But just look at this as a totally black bike. When the bike is done, you will see a lot of black.
Yep.
And this is your feature, like at home. I have a feature wall at home. My feature, the whole
feature
house
wall.
is white, but the wall is beige. Then I have all my family pictures on the wall. That is a feature wall. Just take this as your feature frame or the part. So you see all black, then you suddenly pop a red. It is a nice change compared to either all black or all red. Actually, all red is not. It's quite ugly. So it's nice to have. I hope I didn't insult anybody who has a full red bike. But yes, two tones are always a better choice.
Alright, Kaiser asking what's the difference between GT and Touring Plus?
GT and Touring Plus, it is a very different.
Oh, very
bike.
different. Yeah.
In simpler term, sorry, I'm just peeling off the Birdy protection sticker over the sticker, okay? The decal is as a protection film. GT is, in simpler term, if I talk about motorbikes,
Yep.
your GT is a scrambler, your Touring Plus is a Harley. Your Touring is a 12.2 kilogram bike. Your GT is 11 kilogram. Your handling when you steer, or even when you're going straight, when you're starting to kick off to cycle, you can feel immediate difference. GT is lighter in handling. It's more agile. You can really do quick adjustments. For the Touring, it's a bit heavier. You are expected to carry even more weight because that is the model's design. You're supposed to lug more weight. It's a touring bike. So usually people will get this model if they want to go, like an example, you want to go Taiwan. You want to go on top of the hill, 1 hour, 2 hours cycling up a hill to drink tea. Just to drink tea. Then this is the ideal model, the Birdy Touring Plus. Because it has a lot of low gears, you can counter most hills in the world. Of course not rock climbing hill, but road hills you can climb. Okay, so it depends on you.
Asking how much is this bicycle?
City. At this present time, it is 2450.
Yes.
Yeah, we have so many discounts. If you missed out, this is the time, because after end of 5th of January we will stop. Then you will see a sudden price hike because GST is up.
Yes.
And the prices of everything will go up.
Yes.
So I think it's the best time to buy yourself a Christmas gift.
Yes.
Treat yourself to something if you want to. You don't have to tell anybody, you just buy for yourself. Like I try not to tell my somebody, but somehow she knows.
This is the thing that you shouldn't say. You say, okay.
Yes.
That's the tips from Dominic.
So do what you have to do.
Do what you have to do
to make yourself happy.
Yes,
if you're not married,
is the most important.
If you're not married like Tommy, just buy what you want to buy. Right? You want to buy a motorbike, go ahead and buy. Now COE is over 10K. Next year, I don't know how much. So nobody will buy a motorbike in the future. So just buy a bicycle and live with it. Everywhere has a train station. Everywhere is within cycling.
Right now, cycling paths are more developed, and then you save earth, you save money also.
Correct.
Save at the same time, you exercise.
Exercising is not my key importance. But
that is my key important though. I cycle to work. I cycle back to work.
Oh.
I want to exercise.
Okay. So for me now, I'll just continue for a while. You can ask any questions you want, but just carry on talking. So this is the part where I will do this. I will check even the bottom. I will check weldings of all the little corners. It's important. Frame integrity. It has to be welded, means it has to be welded. If it's not welded, we won't even bother building the bike. Okay, so sometimes people rush and sometimes builders rush, and you need to check. Making sure colors are where they're supposed to be. Frame design, welding, no dents. All this is important.
Wow.
Okay.
Scared. Supervisor bike.
Make sure the bottom bracket has been tapped properly. Yes, that's also important. Okay, now the frame is considered
finish
good.
checking.
Now I will check on the fork.
Alright.
So this is the fork that I pulled out from the main box. Nicely wrapped. Bubble wrapped.
Yeah.
I will open up. So about recycling, this is now going to be my rubbish bag, bin.
Dominic save the earth.
Okay, this wheel is in my way. So the fork is this, and all of the forks, they will come with a little bottle of touch-up paint. We keep it for ourselves because we need it. We need to solve everyday problems with this. We don't give this away, and we don't charge you for this. If we give to every single one of the owners, honestly, if you give me this, I wouldn't know where I'll find it at home because it will get lost. So we will do the job for you. It's saving you a lot of hassle. If you do require it, you can ask nicely and we'll give it to you. So this is now my trash bin. I don't know if the plastic is making a lot of noise because I can't hear myself.
No lah, not really.
Okay. Okay.
That one ASMR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like that kind of video. I like to watch cooking videos. And then all the
Yeah.
oh, that one cool. Very nice.
Sometimes I saw also.
Yeah.
You know there's a channel bike building also got ASMR.
Channel 5?
YouTube channel that do ASMR for bike building.
Really?
Yeah. Quite popular and nice.
Oh, I don't keep up with trend. I have no time. I got to do chores at home. Okay, now I have to look at the bike. I will bin this just here.
Alright.
Inspection of fork. What do you have to look out for? Welding, scratches, dents, imperfection.
Dominic is doing his checking with the front fork. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so fork pass. I like to preload my front wheel stopper because, as I said, I don't like to do double job. So I'm tightening it up because I already know.
Front wheel stopper.
Yeah, this guy, if you cannot see, I'm walking to you. This will determine how you lock your front wheel. If it's a Billy Bonkers, for forks usually you can't go more than 2.0. And if it's a 2.0, you have to remove all these little spring washers. So don't say why my friend has 2 washers, some 3 washers, some no washers, because of the tire clearance. Okay.
Different bikes have different setup.
Yes. So there was once someone commented about the Birdy GT, the derailleur cable running out from a different hole. Yes, because it's meant to be. Okay, I check everything, make sure the bolts are able to loosen and not somehow being cross-threaded, and when I send this bike out for you to collect and you cycle and you realize that the thread has crossed. So it's important to give you a good working bike.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is done. So now we are ready to start assembly.
Okay.
So there are different ways all of us build bikes. Some will put the fork on first, some will put the BBs first, some will put the cables first. It all depends on, for me, I depend on the style I am today. Today I ride my bicycle handle so high, tomorrow I ride the handlebar like that. So every day is different. But of course you should follow the one way only. So we use grease. What grease are we using? Yes. Let me show you the grease. We use all this. These guys, another day we will talk to you about all this.
Another day.
Another day. But today I will show
that
you.
That means there will be another day live.
There will be another live someday soon. So
Dominic,
I shall not talk to you about what does what, but these are what we do. When you buy all this, wet is wet, dry is dry. Of course, wet stays wet, dry stays dry. Some people dislike dry because when it's dry, it's so dry and sticky. So some people prefer that because wet will stain your calf when you cycle or your pants. All these different kinds, another day. But we use this finish line premium grease, but only the Teflon ones. We don't use other kind.
The premium grease.
Yeah, we don't use the in the car mechanic kind. Sometimes they do. We use more of a bicycle parts. It's better for the bike.
If you guys are interested in the grease solder, right, is at the bottom left. There is a shopping cart button. Inside there you can see all the grease, the lubricant there. Then top left of the screen you can collect your coupon so that, yeah, to apply when you check out. There's discount. Who doesn't like discount?
Usually I don't like discount because it's always crappy, but this discount is good because it's, you know, the brand.
Yo,
The
I
brand
don't
is
agree with you. Where got sometimes discount, then it's crappy.
Yeah.
That one even without discount also crappy.
yeah, you go branded outfit and then you buy all extra large or you buy all the nice shoes, it's all weird colors. This is
These are
legit,
kind of
yes.
essentials, yes.
This one even better. You can do a lot of things with this. When you're done with this, you can wash toilet also.
If you guys manage to wash toilet with that one, send me a video, please. I want to. I want to know how.
Okay, so I'm going to apply grease onto the pipe, the bike parts that require greasing. So headset. Some people like to use brush, but I find I'm a bit more. I don't know. Some people use spoon to apply kaya on the bread. I use knife to apply spoon.
Wow,
apply
classic.
Kaya on the bread.
Classic.
Okay. Put here where the cups will be.
If you saw me using spoon to apply kaya, then
I don't think so. Did I? I don't have time to see you eat. Okay, same time, no double job. Just apply grease onto the BB threads.
So it's applied to BB and
yeah. So this part, just do two things at once. But I'm trying to do it slowly so that you can see. But on a usual day, this is not the speed we build bikes at.
Wow, still very fast, and I need to follow you.
Oh yeah.
slightly slower, slightly.
Yeah. Okay, slower.
Sometimes I'm catching, then
Okay.
just focus only, then you're done already. Slightly.
Cable too long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominic,
So
fast
I'm
man.
going to grab my headset.
No lah, too slow already.
Oh, I forgot to take the headset press. Can somebody help me take the headset press?
Headset press. You got assistant.
Faiz, can you help me take the headset press? I forgot to take the headset press.
Faiz is the assistant.
Yeah. Faiz, you show Faiz, he's the man of all men.
Man of all men.
Welcome. This is Faiz. Hello,
Man
Faiz.
of all men.
Kamsia Hamida. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. This is headset press. Many brand, many types. Many styles. Some people release this all the way, but we like to do this stuff. Okay. Put in. Cut in. This in.
What does it do? For those who don't know, like they first time seeing this.
This one will press the two cups. This is one of the cup. This is the cup where you will have your ball bearing sitting in. This guy. So it will press evenly, so that basically it's evenly pressed.
Basically, push it into the head tube.
Yeah.
Is it?
Okay. So
wow, guys, look at Dominic's arm. Man of the men.
not too hard. Okay. Release down. Gently take out. If it's dirty, please
Go closer.
clean up after yourself.
This is how it looks like.
It's not very clean yet.
After inserting, the black color part is the cup.
Yes. Okay. I kind of dislike all the grease coming out from here. So I like to clean up. But you don't have to clean this up now, because later you have more grease on it as well. Next.
Too many grease also not nice.
So some people will use a brush and they'll apply the brush of grease here. Then they'll put ball bearings in, then they'll brush.
So this is the bearing for the
the grease.
Okay.
This is your bearing. If you want to upgrade your headset, you can buy a sealed bearing kind. A sealed bearing is a typical bearing that you see in your skateboards. Those fatter preloaded bearings.
Can do what?
Yeah. Different brands headsets will have.
Oh.
If you upgrade to better ones. I will not say brand. Okay? I'm not advertising for anyone else. So, but for me, I do a lot of things differently because I'm weird.
No.
I will put the bearings into the grease.
Just like cooking. Deep fryer.
No, I'm putting my batter, fish and chips. So I will just rotate them, making sure the grease gets in between all of the balls. And then now I have grease at the bottom and on the top.
So that it applies truly like every part of it.
Alright. So I put it in. Then my fingers have grease. I will push in more grease in between the ball bearings.
Oh, look like onion rings.
You can try. Okay, now by looking at it, I know I packed my grease well into the bearings. Of course, if too much is not good, you have a lot of friction, but then I'm just showing you some stuff. Same thing, make sure your orientation is correct. This is up, but this is not up. You got to invert it, put it in. Then same thing, I'm making sure the grease is packed into the ball bearings.
Yeah. Let me know if I'm blocking you, Dominic. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because I'm moving around.
Okay. So, me being a bit weird, I don't like the grease here because once the cap goes on, this cap goes on, look at the grease. It's so unsightly.
Oh,
so
like at the side got.
Yeah, it's like a fat's falling out from your pants. Okay? So I will clean it away.
I don't have.
You don't have?
So.
Oh, that's nice. So now it's nice and proper.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay?
Yeah.
So this one goes on, it's a cap. Then next thing would be the whole stem goes in. Make sure you don't push anything out from below. This is how it's supposed to be. And there are 3 spaces.
So just now all the covers go in on top of the head tube and below also.
Yeah, so the top is the same as the bottom.
Okay.
Now is the different part. So this one, there are 2 cones and 1 spacer. And do take note that this will have a gap, it's not cracked. It's part of the design, all of them will be the same. Okay, this 3 goes in. I'll put a bit of grease here so that it sticks when I release it.
Oh, so it's easier for you to
now I can let go.
Yeah.
If not,
then
the moment I let go. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I will hang on. Okay, I'll go and try to find my gloves. You can hear the squeakiness on the floor. The floor is very clean.
No, not that sensitive. Wow, but I can see your tan line of your arms. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You see from the camera.
Oh, yo, that shows how much I don't go out. Okay, so this is the fork. Now it's time to assemble.
Okay.
So when it goes in, sometimes it's very difficult. Okay. Today I'm doing it the unusual way.
Okay.
So most of the time it's quite tough to install this
This one need more force to slot it in because it is very tight.
A lot of people will see and disapprove of the way I do things.
No lah, it won't. It won't lah. It's not like that. Strongest bike builder. Man
So
of the man.
you notice not every bike is so easy. That's why sometimes you need a little bit longer to assemble your bike.
Yeah, guys, what you are watching right now, now is the harder part of building the bike. Is there any questions you guys can ask in the comment? We'll answer you. Give some support to Dominic also. The more support you give him, the more force he have to
Yeah, send a few hearts.
send a few hearts. Request for a few hearts. Wow, power! Oh.
Okay, this is when I'll have to do something else. Okay, I will try another way.
Tommy say, yeah, this is the toughest part. I think Tommy can do it. Tommy right now go to gym already.
Yeah, Tommy has big arms. If you
We can ask Tommy for assist. Can call him right now, then he come and apply for us.
Tommy is free to chill out with you after work if you want. Yeah, Tommy likes whiskey. So if you like whiskey, you know who to call. Okay, I will show you some.
I don't like whiskey, but I do like Tommy, like that kind of.
Can.
Well, I used to do this also, very hard.
Yeah, I don't know why they make the diameter so perfect.
Perfect diameter.
Such a perfect fit. Okay, I'm carrying cold sweats now.
Tommy also can. Tommy can. Tommy is the fastest one. Every time.
No, Kano is the
how
fastest.
Okay, yeah, that's the truth. Kano is the fastest one.
Hi, Kano.
If you guys do follow our previous live, you saw Tommy live with Kano. Kano is the fastest one. Power, Kano.
Faiz, can you do this? Cannot run already. Yeah, that's it. Okay, mod time.
Tun Datok said this what makes the bikes expensive. It's the effort of Dominic. Wow, Dominic times expensive. I pay him a lot to do this live right now. So guys.
Okay. File. Can I?
Can
Okay.
you can do it.
Okay, one more try.
That's why Tommy go to gym, guys, so that he can help us with this. Well, Faiz is like very on like that.
Look out already.
He always on. Go! We got 97 viewers at almost 100 already.
Oh no.
Everyone showing love to Dominic.
It's not moving.
Go, you can do it, go.
Okay. Okay, I do it. I take over.
Okay, you take it, I go here.
Yeah. No, it's running. Hang on. Can you see the sweat coming out from my eyeballs?
Maybe you hold the top. Oh my God.
Huh?
Hold the top.
Okay.
It's in? Okay, yeah, it's in. Okay. you need you need rest or not? A bit break time is fine lah.
I think it's lunchtime.
William Wong said give him a tiger beer.
Yes. Yes.
You know when just now Dominic said got 2 hours can build a bike, yeah, that's when he had tiger beer. He had a tiger beer, then 2 hours.
Actually,
Wow, you really tired already. You don't know what to say already. Tired already. Yo. Tommy said give the man a Guinness. Tiger not enough.
who?
Tommy.
Oh,
Or maybe Casper. 喵了个喵 say.
any
I
beer
think
will do.
Thank you guys for all the suggestions. I think we'll mix all these together. We'll have Casper, Tiger, Guinness all together.
Beggars can't be choosers. I'll take anything.
Tommy said add 1 egg also. I think that's what he drink before gym.
Yeah, he's buffing up to meet the right girl.
Or the right guy, we never assume right now.
Okay, so now after you've seen that whole action, this is what you would. This is usually what happens on a normal day. Sometimes you have a difficult fog.
Yeah, Gui say champagne. So you need all of that to put it in.
Okay.
Wow,
setting.
you're really tired.
So now I like to let it run to incorporate all the grease into the bearings.
Oh, satisfying. This is stunning.
So once it's done, I just gently secure it. There's no torque to these guys, so later I'll talk to you about torque. Okay. Once it's done, it's done. You can feel whether there's a play, which yes, there is a play. Then you got to tighten some more.
There's a screw. There is a screw. There is a screw underneath to tighten
Yeah.
the
this guy
connection between the stem and the front fork.
between the stem and the front fork. Yes.
Yeah, it's like a
This is
control
the
thing.
star nut, what they call the star nut. Okay, so double check if yes, it's good. And now I will gently tighten this. Again, because I don't like double job, so I like to finish part by part.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy, I will just so-called finger tight because end of the day I need to align the handlebar straight to the front fork.
Yeah. Right now, just like finger type the screw on the front fork first.
Yeah, just for the sake of making it look
Afterwards, Dominic still need to align the front fork with the stem
correct.
direction. Yes.
So now
Angle lah.
some people will carry on with the BB, but since I'm already here,
Yeah.
I must all handle this. But never mind, I'll show you the BB part.
Okay. The BB lah.
So remember the star washer and the normal washer I told you about just now. The star washer is always nearer to the frame. So drive side is drive side, non-drive side. Make sure you use your fingers and tighten and not the tool itself yet, because you can overpower and just cross the thread. Again, I forgot the tool for
It's
the BB.
okay, we can take. Yeah.
I haven't taken the BB tool yet. Yes, sorry. Totally forgot about BBs.
Other than tools, if you got any like champagne or
Thank you.
Guinness or
Oh,
Carlsberg.
we don't encourage drinking during office hour.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
you must be professional a little bit lah.
Yo.
But I cannot stand the
Professional.
fact-
That,
A bit.
Dominic is the definition of
No.
professional.
I'm just a bit only. So I'm not very good at standing this side. So if you see something happen live, like I scratch a bike, then you know it's not a good thing. So I'll
You
stand.
can stand here.
I'll
lah. You
stand
can stand here,
where I
yeah.
always stand. Okay.
Yeah.
I
You
stand
can
usually
stand
here.
there. Lah. I can always move. Yep.
Okay. So this is how things are usually done from my end. You can torque the BB about 30-ish torque.
Oh, okay. The tools is kind of different for the BB. Guys, you can see, I zoom in and let you guys see.
So the
There's
BB tool.
It's not focused. There's like teeth, yeah, looks like that. On the tool itself.
Yeah, so if you do want to do everything at home on your own, when you do buy a BB for the first time, try to ask for the tool at one time. In the world, I think there are 4 or 5 or some different amount. Okay, so now at this time, I will put a simple old inner tube. This will help you hold the tensioner.
Later on, the chain tensioner will will install on this part. Then the tube itself is to increase the grip on the
Correct.
frame. Someone asking how much for BB tools and Holotech tool?
Oh, that one, I don't know the market price because we don't sell them.
Yeah,
You can find some NTUCs will have some part where they will sell bicycle equipment. Oh, what I'm doing now, I have to show you as well.
but in this case, we are not selling that one. So,
Yes.
yeah.
So from the box, you can see this is the tensioner. So tensioner will be like that. I have not installed it yet. Okay. So we have to adjust certain things before we put it on. Firstly, there is a little black washer here.
Can come nearer.
Nearer?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Too near. Oh, so sharp.
Wow. Sharp.
Okay, you can see this black little washer here.
Yeah.
The one that I'm jiggling it now. This one we will remove because this part that is protruding so far out will scratch your bike. When you fold, it will literally knock into your frame, so it's not. Okay, so I will remove that and we'll replace it with a spring washer.
Okay.
So removing it. This one.
Wow, he's saying some Chapalang bike shop uncle just use a drill and ruin my BB.
A drill.
Oh, some drill. Huh? They are using drill. I don't know what he said. Yeah,
Okay, let me read. Drill.
that one we don't know. But Dominic doesn't use drill. He use love, care to build your bike. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
How can you not love and care your bike? How could you have even given your bike to an uncle with a drill? Joking.
Just now, what are you using just now? I hear some.
That is to assist because the drill, the bolt was super long, so you don't expect me to stand here for half an hour and just do this.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Assist.
asking what I want to ask. Why does my BB have a lot of sound? Is it heaven grease?
No, it could be everywhere in Singapore has sand. We are an island. Everywhere, even if you don't cycle in the rain, your bike will get wet from the ground, and the sand does travel up. So especially for people who like to jet spray clean their bicycles, jet spray will kill your ball bearings because the sand will be pushed into your BBs and wherever parts.
Oh.
Then when you ride, the sand will have the grinding sound, and that is when you hear all the crackling, rattling, not rattling, crackling sound whenever you pedal. So that is a sign of you cleaning your bike. It's asking you for help. So clean your bike. If you don't have air compressor, I think there are some cheapo brands that have a compressed air in the can. If not, you just buy the, you know, those pump, like the camera pump. You just pump clean or just use a straw and blow it. Anyway you like, go and MacGyver it and just clean your bike properly lah. If not, you can send to us. We do servicing, but the moment we service your bike, we will charge at about $200. Parts are not included. What needs to be replaced, we will seek your advice before we actually proceed.
But we only do that for our bikes lah. Birdy, all this.
Yeah, don't give me a trishaw lah. I also don't know how to repair that one.
Yeah.
But
As of now, we're doing for what Mighty Velos carry lah.
Yeah,
The bikes.
preferably lah.
Yeah.
To be fair to all of the staff here, you can't just throw everything to us. We
Yeah.
are we are not specialized, but we rather just do one brand. Okay. So
Tommy say bring to Uncle Dominic and Mighty Velo. So guys, right now we are only doing like servicing or whatever, checks and tune for Birdies, carry me, carry all our bikes lah.
yes,
What
the
we
bikes that
carry
we
at
sell, yeah,
Mighty Velo, yes.
because we have the parts as well, so it's easy for us to replace and to quote versus some other brand that we don't know. Then we have to ask a third party, and the third party will not charge us at cost price or wholesale price. Then your replacement will be even more. And then, yeah, it's not so simple.
But you guys can comment down below. If the things we can answer, we try to answer lah. And he said I use water jet to wash my bike every time.
If you really have to, but if there is no problems, good for you. But if you can, try to stop it. Use a hose. You stand there for 10 hours, run your hose, there's nothing wrong with your bike. It will not spoil your bike. If you stand there with a jet, luckily you are still very lucky. Nothing will happen to your ball bearings. But you can try, it's a learning experience. If you intend to upgrade your bottom brackets, go ahead and spray and just realize that after a while, things will not go according to plan.
He's asking also, you guys do full frame polish?
Full frame polish, full bike frame,
Full bike frame polish?
Is
Yeah,
that-
I think he mean.
No polishing services. We don't do body wraps. We don't do resprays. We don't do weldings. We don't modify your frames. We just sell full setup bikes, and we do very basic tuning. Tuning is just so that, you know, some people are too busy, they buy a new bike and then they are not used to the lifestyle of cycling yet. Then they just drop the bike off. Then we will do tuning. Tuning, very basic stuff. Nuts and bolts, cable tensioning, make sure your bike is safe for riding. Some little tweaks. If your bike is making some screeching noises, we will tell you what's the issue. We will test ride your bike. We will rectify the issue. And if you need to upgrade certain parts, we will also inform you that you need these things changed. But we do not necessarily always have parts because we don't sell like what other bicycle shops sell. They sell a lot of spare parts, a lot of Shimano things, a lot of brake pads. You go any bike shop, you will see some shops that, you go any bike shop, you will see a lot of them selling spare parts.
You can ask the seller for those stuff. Yeah.
So I will continue about this part.
Yeah.
So after removing the black little washer, I will also have to remove. There are two little grip tapes,
Grip tapes. Yeah.
and on a normal bike that you buy, normal Birdy that you buy overseas, they don't install this inner tube ring we install because they will just use this straight. This grip tape will grip onto your bottom bracket. But when it moves, it will have abrasion and you see the change in texture for your paint. You have scratches. So we try to prolong your bike. We put on a simple tube.
A
That was
rubber
safe.
strap
Yeah.
around it.
But we will always remove one because no matter how thin this is, it will still hinder. It is too thick. So we will remove one. Do not worry. The grip is still very grippy. We will remove one.
Yes.
Then we put it in. Make sure it's behind the star washer. Finger tight. That's it. Make sure it doesn't drop and make sure you can adjust it because once the crank goes on, the chain goes on, we need to adjust. Imagine this is the chain. You can't be too far away. It has to be just above.
Oh.
The further back, the better, because when you fold the bike, it is more tight.
Ah, okay.
If it's so far in front, let's say now, this is fully locked in. When you fold the bike, it is too loose. Okay, so never mind, later I will
Later
talk to you,
when
but yeah.
Dominic install the chain, all that, then he will show what he means. Anyways, the chain tensioner will have angles, a certain angles to install correctly.
Correct.
It's not like anyhow you just install and it work.
So since we are now here, I'll just finish this part, then later I'll put on the handlebar, then we will run the cables.
Okay.
So for the crank arm, I will always put a little bit of anti-seize so that you can remove the nut easier when you want to change. If
Just
not,
a little
sometimes you'll
bit
see. Yep. Just a
like
pinch.
icing on the cake.
Icing on
Am
the
I
cake.
right? I don't. Are you good with cakes?
Okay, so this is the part where I will grease. There are some mechanics, there's no right, there's no wrong. It's your style. That's why it's like your barista.
I would
You
say
have
it's all experience.
No,
Would you say it's all experience?
it's not experience, it's just your preference. Right?
Oh.
If you go to a cafe, you always go to this cafe because this barista makes the best coffee. And he goes to another cafe to work, you will follow the barista. Because the next guy makes coffee like shit. So this is how I don't know, I like to talk like that. So okay.
No, we laugh because we can relate. That's why every time I cycle, I send my bike to Dominic also. Good barista. I ride more than I send to you already.
Okay.
I think after this live, then you'll get busy. All of them, they look for Dominic. Maybe
Then look for
Tommy
Tommy,
also.
Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, then Tommy also.
Tommy, the ladies and the guys will look for Tommy. You see his younger picture, he's so gigolo.
Oh wow.
Male gigolo.
If you guys want to see, let us know then. We'll show it on the
Yeah,
next live.
Okay.
Tommy's young.
Some mechanics, they will use a brush. Then they will brush this part of the BB.
Bike builders.
Yeah.
Bike builders.
But I find it a bit, because I don't really like it because you can stroke too much.
Stroke too much.
And there's too much grease on this spindle, which is why I don't use. So I use a stick to apply into the crank.
Okay.
Can you see?
Can.
So then, just imagine it's now clean. All there is, the grease is only in here and not within the view that you can see.
Okay.
Okay. So the same thing goes for the left. So they are nice and snug.
So right now the left and right crank is on the bike. These are not tightened yet, yeah?
Not yet. So there is a top for this as well. Crank nut, bolt goes on. Usually we will use a top wrench. Actually, we always use a top wrench.
Yeah,
So
well, you should use a top wrench also.
the top for this is 30. Different manufacturer will have different tops. Depends on your bottom bracket and your.
I think all the cranks, they all will have their recommended top, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's best to check. Unless you've been doing the same brand for a long time, then it doesn't matter because you roughly know.
If you guys are doing like, I don't know, checks and tuning or installing parts or whatever on your bikes, right? It's always recommended to get a top wrench. It's very important for bike building. Yeah, for your bike.
Yeah, we have a very nice one, a Vera 2. That one is super.
Wait, where are two?
Vera.
Yo,
That's very nice.
premium.
You go and check out the website. Not our website, but you check out the Vera 2. If you have the
Using
money.
correct torque, the correct torque, not just for the well-being of your bike, they kind of affects the performance also.
Correct. If it's
Right.
too tight, you won't be able to swing, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a reason why there is a recommended.
And also, your frame is also made of aluminum, or some are steel, or carbon fiber. They all have a different strength before you ball your thread. So if you tighten too tight on your brakes, calipers, then it will just run. Then your calipers will never be tight. Okay. So again, since I'm here, I will still use NTCs. NTCs, I don't know if you can.
NTCs.
NTCs is nice to have. If you don't, you can just use grease. But after a while, grease does dry up. Then you have
It's
to just.
more recommended to use NTCs. They are more suitable for this part.
NTCs is what it is. It doesn't seize.
Oh,
So you can remove the pedal with ease. Pedal and the washer. How to tell your pedal if it's left or right? I shall show you.
Yep. Let me know if you how you want to show I move.
Okay. From this view, you wouldn't know which is left and right.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So all you have to do is look. I don't know. I can't get the light. You notice one side.
There is label right on the.
No. You notice there are lines here.
Lines. Okay, let me zoom in.
Cannot zoom out, right? Okay, now you can see.
Yeah.
You notice there are lines here, and there is no lines here.
Oh, okay.
Some will have lines this way. So you look at the ones that has a line, which is left. The one that has no line is the right.
I didn't know this.
Or some models like our stem one, sometimes they don't have. You look at the threads.
Okay.
Can you see the thread? Let me get the light. Okay, the thread. If this one goes up, it's the left. This one goes up, it's the right. So
Okay.
if it goes up, right means it's right. If
Okay.
it goes left means left.
Goes up right, it is right. Right.
So this one, right, left.
Okay.
I don't know mirror, is it mirror image on the screen?
Yeah, this one is mirrored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we know. Washers, up to you. Some people
Kind of complicated, but yeah.
can.
Some people they can't get around it with this. So right now Dominic is installing the pedal on the crank. First, he will tighten later.
Just get the bite. It's important to get the bite first and not use the wrench immediately.
Make sure they are correct.
So you can do anywhere you like.
Sometimes we are using like hand to tighten first the parts is to avoid detract also, right?
Correct.
So yeah, you use hand to tighten stuff.
You can
screw.
feel the thread, yeah.
Yeah, you can feel the track whether it is smooth or not. If it's not smooth, then maybe the track is not aligned.
Correct.
Something is wrong. Yeah.
Some will use the Allen key to tighten. I prefer the wrench. It's again individual preference, okay? So it's about 7 turns before it will tighten. 1, 2, 3. 7, then it's locked.
Okay. All right.
Okay, this is complete. Okay, I'll put
Okay.
the handle.
Bravo.
So I'll
What
swing it
is
here.
next?
Remember to not use a power tool if you don't know if the thread is in properly. If not, you gotta buy a new one.
What do you mean by power tools?
This is a power tool.
Oh, okay.
So do not do this straight away. Always have a feel. But if you're a seasoned builder, you can train your hand to feel. Okay,
It's
now I
nice
have
to
all
use
4
your
nuts.
hand to do first.
So when you install, I don't know if you can see the angle of the bike properly. There is a back sweep.
Back sweep.
So let's say this is your bike on a flat ground.
Yeah.
The back sweep of the handlebar is important. So you notice sometimes it's high. Look at the angle of the handlebar.
Oh,
Okay.
so what should we look
sometimes
at?
it's down.
Is the side of the handlebar, is it?
So usually we will install it at the peak of the back sweep.
Peak of the back sweep.
Yeah, so this is too high. You notice the handlebar is sweeping upwards this way. So it has to be at a certain angle where it's the nicest feel. Because you try to set it to base level so that most of you, when you pick up your bike, you can accept the angle. After a while of cycling, you realize whether it's too low or too high, then you will adjust. Versus some shops will give you all the way down. You don't even know how to cycle like that. Okay? So we always set it to the base so that it's easy for you to adapt. So bring it down for myself.
Okay.
Then I will center everything. There is an indicator on your handlebar which we usually follow because they don't usually go wrong. So I'm using the power tool now because I know it has gone in properly. I do
Because
not.
Dominic is good.
No, nobody is good. Nobody is the best. But
No, nobody is good. That's why Dominic is good. It's like, yo.
honesty is the best. Bullshitting is worse. Okay.
I'm not bullshitting. For those who know, he's good.
Always use a torque wrench. Torque is 6 Newton meters. So you can do one at a time.
For those who don't know what torque is, how does we start? Explain to
Torque
them.
is the Newton meter of pressure you exert per something inch.
Okay.
Yeah, so the pressure applied to a particular item, it cannot exceed a certain
Limits.
pressure.
Yeah.
Correct. So that is what torque is. So some old school bike shops, they don't go by torque because years of doing this, they say, yeah, this one I also know how to do lah, but this one is so expensive for what? So yes, even you go to what's that bike?
Oh,
What's the bike race
Alpha
called?
sexy girl say pound per square
Pound
pound per square feet.
Correct. That's why.
Yo,
Correct.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Correct. Yeah. So
Thank you for letting us know.
okay, now now is the time where you realize that I cannot multitask because I don't know what to do next.
Whatever, whatever.
Okay. So since I'm at the handlebar, I will go to the bell. Birdies will come with a bell. The Reach GT doesn't come with the bell. Oh, sorry. So the bell is a nice design because I'm used to the old school bicycle bells where you have to ring with your thumb.
Ring with your thumb. You mean
Yeah, you know, like
pushing forward, then
Yeah.
it's like turning on
Or
the
like
bell
the double stroke cling cling or the
Oh.
cling cling or whatever. This one is nice because you can rotate anywhere and you can ring with the index. So when you're on the brakes, you don't have to release your thumb to bell.
Yeah, right.
By releasing your thumb, you will have less grip and you might just go this way.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
always wrap your thumb around the grip and exert on the brake lever. And of course, if you can multitask, not like me, I can't multitask, then I'll be okay.
Yeah.
So it's good. Some people like to do this the mountain bike style. Some people like to do this the hydraulic style. I like to do this because I have 2 fingers wrapping around my grip. I don't like to do this.
Yeah.
So it's individual preference. I chase after cars, so I like to have 2 securely gripping on my grip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice little tips from Dominic.
done. Now we can install the cables.
Cables.
Something different about our bike shop. Ooh, very loud. We go the extra mile into making your ride a bit more pleasant. What do we do that so far I've yet to see others do?
Wow.
I will show you after this.
I don't know also.
So why do we install the rear brake on the left side? Why are birdies so different? Well, we believe that when you're cycling on the road, usually most of the time you'll be on the left side where the double yellow line is. So not all of us practice this road rules where you have to signal. You want to turn because you have to turn on the filter lane. Sorry, not left, but you need to turn right in the junction. You look back. If it's not in, if you don't have space, sometimes you will just signal with the right hand, and then you safely cross over to the lane that you need to be on. So if you are jamming emergency braking on your left hand while signaling, on a normal bike, this is your front brake. Accidentally pressing like this, especially if you modify your bike to a hydraulic,
Yes.
you will not make it to the next lane. You will still be on the same lane because you'll be on the floor.
Yes.
So we like to design this to be your rear. Then when you signal, you have to jam brake, hopefully your balance and your grip is good, you jam the rear brake. But you can opt to change upon your collection or at any time within your free tuning of 1 year, or depends on the promo you have. You can swap it within 5 minutes. It's a 5 minutes job. Okay, so it's not a big deal, and really it's not a big deal. You just let us know, we'll do it for you. No hassle at all.
Yeah, I think that is a good reason why it's installed like that.
Because not all of us drive,
Yes.
and not all of us might know the road rules, like now all the power PDMs and PDM, PMD. PDM is some of
PDM.
Okay. Yes.
You wanted to able to ride to somewhere, but also ride back home safely. Safety is always the most important thing.
Okay.
You should know.
So now,
Jay is saying Adrian Pang brother.
I've had a few of those before. No. No. Okay. Adrian Pang.
Guys, if you like our live, do follow us. Do follow Mighty Velo in TikTok. Yeah, we'll do more of these.
TikTok.
We'll share exclusive deals, exclusive tips and tricks, maybe. Live videos also telling you stuff. You may learn something from there. So yeah, contents, man, quality.
Sorry,
contents.
someone asked me about Fixie.
Following for quality contents. Yeah, location asking got built Fixie. They're asking for customer service from you. I think, that shows how good.
I like
Dominic is.
Fixies. It's a very sexy bike. It's a very, sexy and clean bike. But we, Mighty Velo, we are a folding bike specialist. We deal with folding bikes. If you find a single speed Fixie, foldable, you let me know. Of course, there are other foldable bikes that you can always mod to a single speed. Even this Birdy can be a single speed if you want, or meet the chain tensioner if you want. Just go straight. Don't fold lah. You must have a chain tensioner if you fold. Yes, so we don't.
No, he said thanks.
Thank you for bringing up passionate bike.
Yeah,
I like
if you find single speed Fixie.
Single speed is the bomb. I used to do Grab food with single speed. Okay, back to this.
Yes.
So I'll show you something that we do and nobody else, I think nobody else does, because I don't work for many people. Okay. This one is to have a comfortable feel while riding.
Yes.
Is when you know you got a premium bike, because it is well built and is well sought after. You well thought after. We will loop the inner housing.
Oh, so fast.
So without lubricating the inside, even if you buy, even this is jack wire, without it you can feel friction. So when it's tied down to the brake caliper,
Yes.
when you press down you can feel the rough wire strands on your lever.
Quite obvious.
So if you try someone else's bike, you can feel that rough wire strands. So we will always spray this guy This guy is the best.
Let
If
me
I had a
see
bicycle
what-
shop, I'll buy a lot of these. Spray on my brake.
Yeah,
my
you
brake.
buy 2 shops, then 1 shop full of this. Yeah, just to store this.
So this is not necessary, but this is what
Yeah,
the
okay,
company
let
has
me take
decided
a
to do.
Good look. Yeah.
So of course, try to not oil the floor. Just put the end of your cable into the trash. Insert it and just spray. You will hear it gushing out from the other side. Okay, you can't hear.
Yeah,
Another
they
one?
can't hear.
Okay. Now we are done for this.
Okay.
So at the same time, why not I spray the rest? So the rest would be your shifter cable. So for birdies, there are 3 shifter cable lengths. Obviously, 1 long, 1 medium, 1 short.
1 shot.
So this is the long, this is the medium, and this is the short.
Okay.
I should not wear black because you can't see.
You
Okay.
can take off your shirt, then it's not black anymore.
So
Comments down below if you guys want to see.
this is not another website. Okay. Okay. So we will spray this guy.
Okay.
Okay. Ready to spray. So same thing. Spray.
Wow, say you want to take off shirt, then the viewership go up.
Go up or go down. Let's spray. At this point, always be careful not to have the spray onto your
Onto the stuff, all
rotor.
that. Yeah. Spilling out.
Okay, so now I will start to install the housing for the brakes.
Okay.
You can install other things if you want, but since we are already here, why not do this first? So this is the front brake housing. How we route this guy in. For me, I like to show the brand.
Wait, let me get a good focus. Okay.
Okay, the brand is what makes the cable.
Okay.
So if the brand is not showing on one end, I would like to show the brand on the other end. Why? Because when I go in, it goes in here,
Yes.
I will dig out the other end from here, and then you can show your brand. Isn't it nice?
Oh yeah, right.
Versus this guy in,
There
don't
is
even
like
know
a
what this
shiny
is.
brand name on the wire itself.
yeah. So all of these little details
Yeah.
does make things nicer. So always
All these
face
little
out.
details. Yeah.
Brand face out. Take note when you fold, it still shows, and not when it folds, then it's gone into hiding.
Yeah.
The brake caliper will be here,
Got it.
and your cables have to be a certain length. Otherwise, when you fold, it's a bit too short. Okay, we're done for this. I will now insert the cable into the housing.
Okay. One nice thing about Birdy is that the cable is not exposed out of the frame. They are all
Correct.
like
Internal
internal
routing.
routing.
Yes.
So it's neatly hidden inside the frame. 活在当下 asking how to join your Telegram.
How to join the Telegram? You
You go to Telegrams and then search Mighty Velo.
You have to
it
have
will
an
just
account,
come
of
up.
course. Yep.
Yes.
Set up an account.
Yeah.
Find Telegram.
Yes.
Find Mighty Velo on Telegram.
Yes.
Then you just like or follow or
Yes. You can join the channel. Then we'll have
all the live
news.
updates,
live updates on
the
there.
latest updates as well.
Yes.
It's a very good place to get discounts. Whenever we launch, Telegram will be the first. Then
Yeah,
the rest
yeah,
will be
yeah.
the live.
Yeah. You get instant notification from there.
Okay, so now that I'm installing the rear brake housing, same thing, I'm looking for the brand. Which brand shows first, I will take. For this instance, there is none.
Okay.
So when the brake housing comes out like that, you have no brand. So it doesn't matter. I'll put in the one that has no brand first.
Okay.
Then I can have the brand on the front side. Coming in, then it comes out from here. At the same time,
Comes out
I'm
from
inserting
here.
in. So it bypasses the middle and comes out the front.
Yeah.
I'm not used to the camera being...
You do your stuff, lah. Yeah.
So for us, when you insert the
Yes.
brake housing into the frame, we are very cautious about the frame scratching on this nice glossy brake cable housing. We always like to retain its gloss. So when we insert here, we make sure that there is no dragging or sharp burrs inside the frame,
Yeah.
which is important for us.
Okay. So the cables goes through here, then all the way through the rear fork.
Yeah, it comes out in the
Then-
middle.
Yeah, goes into the main frame. Then come out in front.
Yeah,
of the
it comes
main
out
frame.
and say hello.
Then from there go to brake caliper, brake lever. What am I saying?
Brake lever, yeah.
Yeah, brake lever.
So now we will install a cable tie. Cable tie, you will notice that the label is now showing
Cable
here.
ties.
The label is showing on the brake cable housing. If you can see, I don't think you can see somewhere
Yeah, I
here.
don't think I
Yeah,
can see.
it's not important, but it's just showing. So it's nice to make it straight. Where when you look at the bike, you can see the brand. Okay.
Basically keep it tidy. Yeah.
Now I will put the cable inside the housing. So maintenance of the bike is also very important so that you can have the feel of a brand new bike all of the time.
Very,
yeah.
very important.
Not all bike shops will give you free chain loop.
Free
If your
checks
chain is
and
dirty,
tuning. Yeah.
we will still sometimes clean for you first, then we will loop for you. But it's nice if you can clean your chain before you send your bike into service or tuning. It's like you going to the dentist without brushing your teeth. It's quite rude to not do things properly. Even though you're paying for the service, you don't go to the dentist with
I
a
like your description.
Full-
Is it you used to be dentist? Is it?
No.
You're lagging right now.
yeah,
Yo, this guy, why he never brush? Then go to dentist.
yeah, goodness. You eat all the kangkong coming out from your mouth and then you go to the dentist.
Give it a little bit of like taste, you know. Like,
Goodness. Okay, this is the shifter cable housing.
shifter cable.
Shifter cable. So shifter cables has its correct place as well. You
Yes.
don't just cross in front or back. It has to be at a certain place.
Okay.
So if your shifter is obviously behind your brake lever, your wires have to be behind the brake lever cable housing. So this is behind because this is here. You can't do this like that. It has to be below.
Basically, they all have their own places, so that it's not tangled, you know.
All little details, it makes a difference.
Yes.
And then the less bend on your cable housing, the less friction, means the smoother it will
Okay. Got it.
be. So I will always clean the excess what's this called? Grease.
The grease
Yeah.
excess. Yeah.
Because when you are mounting the cable into its caliper, you want it to be not oily.
Okay.
So this guy goes into here, the rear triangle, and it's out. So this will be here for a while. I can clean this out because there will be contact to the caliper.
Okay.
We are almost done. Next, I will either put in the wheels first or put the caliper. So why not go in with the caliper first?
Okay.
You have any questions you can ask because now just releasing the bolts from the brake caliper.
Alright guys, if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments. Any comments for Dom also? Support us by like this live, follows our TikTok, follows our Telegrams so that you won't miss out any quality contents, exclusive deals. Yeah, especially these two lah, TikTok and Telegram. All the good stuff.
Okay, so roughly just put in the bolt, but don't have it secured yet because you still need to adjust the alignment of the brake pads and the rotor.
Okay.
So you will have a bit of jiggle, which is fine, which is needed. Then you put in your cables.
Alright.
Cable in, nice slack and not a sharp bend because you need a smooth travel. Cables can be in if you want. If you don't want, it's fine, you can leave it out. But I like to settle all this problem at once.
Okay.
How many viewers do we have now? 46?
Right now, 46. Yes.
Not many.
Some of them follow us also. Thank you guys for all the followers, all the likes, all the viewers. You show support to Dom.
Dom.
Yes.
Dom.
Show support to Tommy also.
Yeah, Tommy.
Every time mention him. Then he will say, Sabo.
Okay, so now it is in.
Tommy say, please.
I don't know why the monitor is a bit off though.
Here?
You see that one? That's why I don't know if it's okay for me, but as
What
long
thing
as
is
you're
off?
okay.
So asking this on as Singapore. Yes, we are folding bike
Singapore.
specialists in Singapore. Mighty Velo. We carry mainly Pacific Cycles bikes. Yeah, they are all foldable bikes and foldable tricycle also. You guys should check out if you need.
Yeah, check
that
out the
kind of-
website.
Yeah,
They
if you have that kind of need, a foldable tricycle.
they are a 40-year veteran of bicycle
He's
building.
asking the shop at where. We are located at BreadTalk IHQ 0214. It's nearby Tai Seng Station. Tai Seng MRT station.
Okay, I will go ahead and this is the least exciting part.
Wait, you say least exciting?
I got to pump the tires.
I'm having my time, man. Every time I spend with Dominic, those are the exciting times.
Best time ever.
Best time ever.
Okay,
Our viewers also, they are having their time, spend.
yeah, at
watching
least
you.
at least you can munch on crisp and stuff. I have to pump tire. This pump is superb. Burstman.
Okay.
He has a. I
Why
shall
is
not
it-
scratch the bike. He has a gauge. It tells in bars and in PSI.
Uh-huh.
Numbers are nice and clean. The capacity is huge. You can pump relatively quite fast.
Fast.
Depends
One push
on
and
your
very-
style. Some people like to go slow and steady. I like to go hard and fast. Okay.
Then it's smooth to use.
Easy
I
to
have-
use.
Yeah, I saw like ladies sometimes they are struggling with pump tires, but not this one.
You
They
can rely
pump
on this
easily.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, so I don't know how to show you this, but I'll just pump, okay?
yeah, you just pump lah.
I'll just put it on the floor and you see my hand action. So you
Action.
pull up all the way to maximize the chamber.
Yeah,
It's easy with one hand as well.
I move my camera.
So I'll be doing two wheel sets. For this bike, it's 85 psi max. Most of us do not like to pump to the max because we always anticipate expansion, and when your tires are hot, they do expand as well. Same as your car tires, you do not pump your car tire halfway through a day of driving. You always drive before you start. Sorry, you always pump your tires the moment you start. So head out to the petrol kiosk and pump your tires ASAP before you start your journey, because tire pressure does change at different temperature.
Yes.
So we always pump to 80 minus 5 lah. So this is 85, we pump at 80. If it's 100 psi, we pump to 95. If it's 110, it's up to you, your call. Okay. Some people die must go to the max, which is nice to ride.
Nice to ride lah. Yeah.
But it's all individual preference.
But you should always keep it within the
Recommended range.
amount. Yes, recommended range.
But even the recommended range for low pressure, I never hit that low. So same thing. It's like you eat pasta with a fork. On the fork left hand or the right hand? The spoon in the left hand or right hand, so it depends.
Yeah, you eat pizza with
Pizza
spoon
with
and fork.
some chopstick? No.
Yo. With chopstick,
See lah, I overshot already.
I don't judge. I don't judge. Respect, respect. For those who eat pizza with chopstick, I never saw before. But yeah, respect.
Okay, I hit 80 psi. I thought I exceeded, but no. Yeah. Even the big numbers also I cannot read. Yeah. Okay, so this guy is done.
Always important to pump your tires before rides. Yeah, always important and must remember.
At least once a week. If you do grab food, you can pump alternate days, preferably, because your day of ride is, you kind of need hard tires to go fast and far.
Yeah. I think they'll pump more regularly. Yeah.
Yeah, when I did grab food, I pump my tires every day because I go out for a long time and I don't want to stop.
Oh.
Okay, doing the back. So you can count how many times I do.
2, 3, 4, 5,
This is not a standard, okay, but just
7,
roughly
8, 9,
for a
10,
partially
11,
or almost
12,
not inflated.
13, 14.
I'm now at 60 psi.
Oh, 15, 16, 17,
18, 79 psi.
Yeah.
Just squeeze
around 18,
for luck.
yeah.
Done.
From 0 to 80 psi, around 18 push. Very
So
fast.
if you buy the cheaper ones that have two-headed ones, usually the chamber is smaller.
Oh yeah,
And the
chamber is
material.
smaller.
You're buying quality wood, metal, and stuff.
Yeah, I need to have like shift to pump my tire.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
have like small chamber one. I need to have like another guy.
Before
We
breakfast
take
and
shift,
after
to-
breakfast.
Yeah, we take breakfast, then we take shift to pump our tire. One tire, 2 person, then 4 person for the bike.
I'm going to share the bike. So many people pump.
Must take shift to pump the tire.
Okay, so this is Burstman. We sell them at the retail, but we don't have We don't have them at the we don't have much space at the retail. So if you want, you just PM us, and then we'll bring more.
Check out our online store also.
Okay, and now I'll install
Mighty Velo.
Mighty Velo.
Yep.
I will install the rotors. If you have space at home,
Nice setup.
this is a nice setup. Okay, rotor. I like to maintain the tabletop's cleanliness and longevity. I always protect my tops. So the rotor.
Forex trailer say, good business boss.
Who boss? I know boss. I'm relatively new to this bicycle industry, but I've been trained in the bike industry. So this is, I'm an employee, not an employer. Okay.
Who knows? Soon.
No. Bicycle is fun. There is a rotor direction. This one you must understand for birdies.
Yes.
Birdies have different bike setup for your rotors.
Rotor direction, yeah.
Yeah. So your front wheel, let's say this. I am on the bicycle.
Yes.
This is the correct orientation.
Let me give you a zoom on this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is when you're mounted on the bike. This is my right hand is my right.
Yes.
The rotor has to be this way and not this way. Some people say, hey, your label not showing, you installed wrongly. It's not that way because rotor direction has to follow the spin direction. And if you don't know, from far, let's say you're crossing the
you
road.
guys see the labels also.
Cannot see.
Wait, I focus it.
I'm not touching the rotor, okay? I'm just touching at the part where there's
You
no
can
contact.
see the labels. The direction is rotating backwards. Yeah.
If you can't see the label, let's say you're crossing the road, I like to look at motorcycles
Yes.
when they are parked on just where you are crossing the road.
Uh-huh.
The tires always irk me because they're always installed wrongly.
Huh.
So the rotor, if you can't see the wordings, always remember the design. Of course, some designs are not like that, some designs are like that. But your rotor has to be this way. The flow has to be this way, and this one has to be like that. Of course, as I said, some are different designs. But it's the cutting power of the angle of this hole that is your braking power. You cannot brake like that.
Yeah.
The brake pads and this cannot talk to each other like that.
Yes.
They only talk when it's like that.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. So don't worry if you see this and you think that we installed wrongly. This
They are
is the
correct.
actual way.
Yes.
Alright, so I shall begin installing the rotor.
Okay.
Again, power tools are needed. If not, I will be here for half an hour. Always
Sad
always-
guys. I want to see Dominic for half an hour more, but then he's
Who?
using power tool.
You said that. Okay.
If he's using hand, no.
You want to see my resection? Okay, so I will just secure this. Just tap your drill just to have the initial bite. Okay, so all partially in. Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming, yes. Do you guys have any plans for Christmas? Why not get a Birdy bicycle?
You can get a Birdy, you
Installing
can get a
again.
Reach. But I think the
We have
Reach bike
promos
is a
right
nice
now,
bike.
yo. What do you say?
The Reach bike.
The reach wire.
It's a beautiful build. The workmanship is good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Birdy is not. I'm saying Reach is good.
When you
Reach.
consider the price also, actually is, yeah, it's really good.
Components are good.
The build, the components,
The frame design.
the frame design, the riding feel.
Correct.
Then you can always fold it down, keep at your places. It doesn't take up much space, but I really like the performance.
Different level.
Yes.
Is the drill very loud?
They can hear me. I don't think they can hear the drills.
This one's also a Torque 6.
They
So-
can definitely hear the torque sound.
Oh.
It's loud.
You don't have to torque so many clicks. Just 1, 2 or enough should be fine. So make sure your torque is also performing well. You still need to service your torque wrench. Especially if you drop your torque,
Yes.
then you can't trust your torque.
Ah.
So correct skewer for the correct wheel. Your skewer, the traditional bicycle setup for skewers are usually right hand or the non-drive side insertion. So the handle for the quick release is always non-drive side, be it front or back. It's more for aesthetic purpose when you take a picture. You don't want to see the handle.
Yes.
But for Birdies, we install Rotor side. It is, to us, it is the more aesthetic, more pleasing look. It's just next to the brake caliper.
Yes.
Okay, now I shall install the front wheel and the back wheel. Since
Okay.
you're here, I'll install the back wheel first.
Wow, so nice. The carrying man, Dominic.
I'm doing things a bit different because for the Sora, I realized that after installing the Sora first, okay, let me install the Sora and show you the problem.
Okay.
So installing the Sora derailleur, Sora 9 speed. Okay, I just finger tight this just for demo, okay?
Okay.
So installing this, when I go up, when I go in,
Yes.
this is the issue I always face.
Let me zoom.
Because your skewer, the head, it's so big.
Okay.
It's knocking this too. Then I cannot find the groove to go inside here. So then I will have to juggle. I either have to release this cap, then I can fit in. So sometimes I just do this after this. But since I'm already here, I shall show you what I mean by removing this. So without the cap, you can easily bypass the derailleur. And now it is sitting in correctly.
There is no interfere
Correct.
for you to push in the,
Okay.
the
So now
rear wheels up.
I will put in the nut for the quick release.
Okay. If any of you try to take out the rear wheels or front wheel, take note of this also. Yeah. The
Yeah.
cover of the quick release.
Different hangers, different design.
Yeah. Do it slowly so that you can always check whether your parts are interfere or not.
And if you are struggling too much here, it could be an issue because you might not look here. So your rotor might be scratching your frame. So just be careful, keep an eye on both sides.
Okay.
So I'm still a bit OCD. I like to make sure the skewer is in the dropouts. I like it proper
Classic.
and tight. So just to spin, I know it is fine, but the rotor is just rubbing because I haven't secured the calipers yet.
They cannot hear, I think.
Cannot
Yeah,
hear?
they cannot hear, but the rotor is rubbing.
Ah. Oh, cannot hear the rotor. Yeah, okay.
Just not very loud.
And since I'm already here, I will pre-adjust my derailleurs to be roughly in line with the heaviest gear and the lightest gear. So I will just adjust and go. Try to find as straight as possible. Done. So I know the jockey wheel is in line with the heaviest gear. Heaviest gear and lightest gear. Some people call this low gear, this is high gear, which is wrong.
Actually, it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, because they count this is higher and this is lower.
Yeah.
So when you call to the retail store and say, my highest gear has a problem, so we will think it's this guy, because this is the correct high gear.
Yes.
So when you park your bicycle, it's always the best to park at the heaviest gear or the high gear. Why is this heavy? Because when you cycle at the stationary position, you kick off, this is a heavy gear, this is a light gear. Okay, different lingo for different people.
Yeah, I like to say heaviest or lighter. It's very direct.
Yeah. Okay, cable go in.
Yep.
Done. Later I will secure it here and I will do the calibration. So the back wheel components done. Later I'll do the fine tuning. I'll just install the front wheel.
Yes.
Then we can go on and move to tuning the brake caliper.
Alright. The bond of Birdy.
Okay, oh, I forgot to do this. I will have to remove carefully this bit. Put this here.
That's just a cover.
Yeah, it is during shipping. They will protect the dropouts.
Yep.
Okay, make sure it's sitting in properly. The worst thing to do is you put in your wheels and you don't put it in properly, then it's slanted to one side. It's like either to the left or to the right. So it's like that or like that.
Yeah.
Then if you don't know, you start to calibrate your brakes and then you realize, oh, that's nice. Then when you go cycling, then the thing pops back into position and everything will be rubbing.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure your dropouts are seated properly, your skewers in the correct position.
This goes out to those who try to remove your front wheel or back wheel. Always take note of this. Yeah, try to install your wheels. Not try to, but like you should install your wheels all the way up, left and right. They should fit nicely. It shouldn't be slanted.
Yeah, so I like the trick for me, because I'm an idiot, I need to do certain things certain way. The dropouts have to touch 1, 2. Then I double check. I ask myself, is it in? Try 1, 2.
Yeah. Before sleep, he also asks himself if
before I sleep. No, I don't check if the door is locked. I'm not that drastic. Okay, wheel is secure in.
Okay.
Don't worry about this sound. It will be tuned. So the trick with birdies, is, let's say the scenario, if let's say it's all done, I'm ready to prepare this, I'm ready to calibrate this to perfection. I calibrated, done, very fantastic. I spin, no sound, smooth like butter. But I haven't tightened my stem and the fork. This was just the star nut to secure the stem. This is to secure them from pivoting. So I have to make my handlebar and my steering wheel straight. And if I don't do this first, after calibrating this, then I do this, this will warp. It's not warp, it will flex. So your brakes will be off. So I will have to tighten this. First, I'll bring this down. And I will make it align. Then I put it up again. Then I'll calibrate this.
Okay.
So before I bring this down, I'll put on the saddle so that when it's down on the floor, I can level it nicely. Okay, so I'll put on the saddle. Because I'm now spoiled, because I have a power tool, I will release this bolt with a power tool.
Look at this spoiled kid.
Yeah, imagine I do that with my bare hands. I'll be here for another 5 minutes. Putting into the clamp,
Yes.
I'm making sure, we like to make it center. Okay, let me show you. I'll take this out. So all saddles will, you don't have to see it so clearly, but they will have a guideline, like a mini ruler, to find center.
Yes.
But some people like to sit all the way in front, closer to the cockpit, so they push it all the way in front. And some people have longer limbs, they like to push it all the way behind. So there is no right, no wrong. Some even like to ride it like that, some like that. It all depends on the individual rider. So we try to put it in the middle of the whole gauge, the ruler kind of measurement.
Got it.
Then when you pick up your bike, you can say this is not right, you want to adjust a certain way. Okay, so it's not that we build it wrongly, it's just that we think about many different kinds of riding style, the postures and different angles.
But you should never exceed the limit, right? Like out of the...
Yeah, that's the recommended. Oh yeah, that's the recommended
distance for you to play with.
correct, it's a design recommended by the actual
Manufacturer,
saddle
yes.
design. And do take note, sometimes the rail under the saddle is designed differently, so you might not be able to install certain accessories that you want to, like saddlebags. This one
That is
roughly
something
here.
to take into consideration.
Yeah, so you need a lot of space here to mount certain things. So I just roughly installed the saddle. I will have to bring it down to finalize the angle.
Alright. So
Okay.
you are bringing the
I'll bring
bike
it
down
down.
right now, right?
Okay, bringing it down.
Got it.
So since it's down,
Start to looking complete.
yeah. So you notice the colors. Remember I was telling you about all black and the feature frame is just the red. Look at this red. It is calling out to you. Imagine this as a black bike.
Calling out to you.
This is a black bike with a red frame. It's not a red and a black frame. Okay?
Okay.
Just think of it that way. So I am now making sure that it doesn't pivot all the way up. Nobody rides like that, and nobody rides like that. So I have to streamline as center as I can. So when you sit on it, you don't feel something different. Okay, there is no torque for this.
Okay.
Now, as
But you
well,
can always adjust the angle for the saddle, right,
yes,
to your liking.
correct. So the noise you hear now is we are getting more bikes out. So how do I adjust? I will just look at how straight the handlebar is. Obviously, it is not straight. Maybe I can face you like that.
Okay.
Okay? So looking at it like this, you know it's not straight. So some people will stand in front and put the wheel, the legs in between the wheel, and then they will adjust. But I can't see from the front that if it's really straight. I only can see if it's when I'm on the bike. So I'll use this pole and I'll turn it as straight as I can.
Okay. Whoa.
But birdies,
One time success.
no. I am explaining to you that birdies stem is 2 different diameters.
Yeah.
When you release the quick release lever, it will shake a bit to the left and to the right. There is a play.
There's a bit of play.
Yeah, because it will allow you to change the height. So you can't have 0.01 mm clearance. You will have a little bit more clearance. So when we align, we loosen this to have the feel of the play, the difference. So if it's too much steering to the right, I have to push it to the left. So now I'm going to push the handlebar to the left. If it's too much, I will turn to the right. So now I'm giving the slack, making sure it's straight. Just a bit more. Okay, good.
Good.
So I don't know if you can tell.
If
No.
Dom say good, then it's good.
Not good. Because it's black on black, I can't, it needs to be on white. I can't tell on black. Yeah, I need to swing a bit to the right. Okay,
Okay.
now we are good. I can lock this guy in. Make sure to adjust the tension on the quick release. Nice and secure, not too tight. Now I can lock the fork, front fork to the stem. Locking it. There is a torque to this as well. This is finger tight. Then I will torque it in a while. Since I'm here, because I don't have the torque here, I will put it up and torque the fork. I will adjust the grips.
Oh, the grip.
Sometimes it's not ideally positioned. Then we will readjust. Because this guy is an contoured grip. Contoured. It will rest in your palm. So it has to be at the right position and not here. Then it defeats the purpose of the build.
Okay.
So it has to be up and it has to be sitting into your palm for it to actually work.
Okay.
The design to work. So when you sit down, I know when I sit on the bike, I know my hand is here at this angle and not like that.
Ah.
So I know how I sit, my height. So every rider's height is different, so every position might be different as well. So now I lock it in. There is no torque for this, it's just too light. So I will mimic the left and the right.
If it's not like suitable for you, your wrist will be sore, right?
Correct. The longer you ride a non-comfortable grip, the longer you will not enjoy your ride.
Sometimes when you feel like it's uncomfortable for your grips, right, try to adjust the angle. It might not be the grip only. You should
just the
set
angle.
the correct angle for your own usage first, then
Correct.
from there you consider.
Again, there's no torque for this. Now I'm adjusting the brake levers. Again, my style of riding is not braking like that because I like to put my thumb around and my index finger gripping. So my style is like that. But of course, all of us do not build bikes to our style. We build a bike to the correct standard of this shop. You can't sell a bike and put the grips like that.
Yeah.
You have to put it where it's comfortable because if you cycle half a day, your hand like that, holding on to the grip, you will not be comfortable at all. So you must have a right angle.
Yes. Joseph say, why is Birdy bikes so expensive?
Branding, material, workmanship, quality,
Yes.
as components that are on this bike. The more expensive Birdy models have better components. Components will make you enjoy cycling. It's like you buy a regular bike from, I shall not say the brand. When you shift the gears, you have the rough, clanky feeling. Most of it here, there are some entry-level ones which are more on the affordable range, but they don't feel as bad as some. The higher priced ones are a bit, or rather more noticeable, smoother. So you're paying for quality,
Yes.
workmanship. Components are built better as well.
Yes.
The things that are in the components, the material is better as well.
And you can see that the front fork and rear fork of the Birdy bikes is actually hydroforming. Some of
Hydrophone.
the parts, yeah, to avoid welding joints, lesser welding joints, and also they are not squarish tube only. They are designed in certain slanted way so that to increase the integrity of the front fork and rear fork.
Correct.
And also the main frame, there is no folding joints here.
Yes.
There's no folding joints for Birdy bikes. To achieve this, they actually need to manufacture two full piece, like complete piece, to weld together.
Correct. So it's two full molds.
Full molds.
Then they
yes.
will. This part will be machine tech,
Yes.
machine weld as well. But some parts machine cannot handle. This one will be handmade.
So those springs are suspension for the bike, Joseph asking.
Correct.
Yes. So let me show you guys. Here, the front part here, this is the front suspension for Birdy bikes. And then there is this rear elastomer for rear suspension. Wait, let me focus. Whoop. Yeah, there it is. So it rides more like a full-size bike, more comfortable. I can proudly say, out of all the foldable bikes I ride, Birdy is the most comfortable one.
By far.
Guaranteed, by far, for
By
sure.
far.
Yes, because of the full suspension design of
So
this, one of a kind. You can't see it on other foldable bikes. And also no folding joints in the main frame,
So you actually
so it's
buy.
a solid ride.
Okay, so I'm now getting some stuff ready. Furthermore, this
IDK asking what's the difference between R20 and Birdy GT?
very different. Okay, besides
Wow, they are very different.
very different. In simpler term, the GT is your mountain bike. The R20 is your road bike. GT, you can chase squirrels across the park. R20, you can chase a bus. So it depends on your terrain. And they can't, well, R20 is a bigger diameter wheel, it's a 20-inch. The rest of the Birdies are 18 inches. So it's all designed for a particular need. So that's why they have 6 different models to choose from. But you can slowly modify if you want to. Okay? So I will put the top onto the front fork.
Joseph saying Pegaso, I don't know if I pronounced correctly. Pegaso also have the same as Birdy, but it is a real mountain bike with 24 to 26 inch wheel. It's like those normal foldable bikes, but it's more heavy. Yeah. So you are paying for, let's say for Birdy, you are paying for a lighter build, more considered, I would say. Like,
Yeah, everything
everything is there for a reason.
Actually, there is a lot of branding in this bike. This one has a brand. 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 They're all well-known brands. Compared to your bigger wheels or the more cool looking ones. Some look cool but they don't have the parts.
Yeah.
So the parts is why you are buying the performance.
Yes.
This is known to be a performance bicycle. Different kind of performance. You can climb endless hill on a performance Birdy, or you can chase a bus and overtake a car with a performance road R20.
Yes.
It all depends on your style of riding. If you are a roadie, you will never buy a mountain bike. You will never buy a GT. If you don't care about speed, you just want to go travel the world, you even buy a roll-off. Roll-off is the best hub, I can say, it's the best hub in the world. That is my retirement hub. If my boss is listening to this, this is my retirement hub.
Boss, are you listening? Retirement hub.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the last hub I will ever need.
Okay, Joseph saying, does Birdy use micro new derailleur?
Micro what?
Micro new?
Let me read. Is that a new brand?
I don't know.
No. Micro new derailleur.
Micro new.
Sorry, I'm a bit backdated. I don't know what is that. I only know we use Shimano. And we have one which is SRAM. SRAM or SRAM. That one is only on the Birdy GT. The rest of them are Shimano's.
Oh, it's a brand.
Brand.
Oh,
I know
we are
micro
using Shimano
shift.
for this.
I know micro shift, but I don't know micro new. Sorry, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not that kind of.
Kosong are asking what is the difference with Touring Plus.
Touring Plus is your, as I said just now, I think you haven't joined us yet. It is your all-rounder, traveler, climber, comfort bike, packing, touring bike. It is a very nice design because you have a perfect size wheel, you have internal hub and external hub. So it's 8 outside, 3 inside. You have 24 speed. Back in the days you have 3 chain rings, now you have only 1 with internal hub. So it's new but not so new, but it's better than a 3 chain ring. It's a lighter build, a lighter setup, and it's more of hiking, packing. I hope that answers your question.
Okay. Yeah.
Where was I? I cannot multitask. Okay. I think
You
I
lost
was.
track.
I think I was here.
Right now you are doing what? Yeah.
I am double checking if I made this correctly because I can't talk and yes, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, good. We are set. So I've secured my front alignment with the handle and the wheel.
Yes.
Now I'm ready to calibrate the brake calipers. Calipers, quite easy.
Tuning of the brake. Quite easy.
Quite easy.
At first I didn't get it all. Took me some time to do the brake tuning.
Yeah, sometimes I talk to myself to make it easier.
Talk to yourself to make it
Talking
easier.
to yourself then, is that right? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so
I think we all talk to ourselves when we think of that's the
yeah, it's like
normal.
when you run out of toilet paper, you say shit.
When you talk to yourself, is the brain voice same as you? Like,
Okay, there's a simple calibration for your brakes if you want to do it on your own. But this now I'm just talking about the Avid brakes on the city. The easiest way to calibrate is to close your brake pads all the way together until it doesn't move. So I release one and it moves. So I lock it in, it doesn't move. So I release one, it moves. I continue.
by adjusting that one is to adjust the distance of.
Yes, this will, because this is a 1-piston brake caliper, only one side moves
Yes.
and this side is dead. So you have to adjust the dead side to match this side, the live one.
Then
So
that means another side doesn't move at all.
So the entry-level ones are more affordable because of all these little things. If you pay more money, this will be made of different materials, not just this one material. Workmanship is better, the bearings inside is better. So what you're buying is performance.
Yes.
Okay, so now I release 2, I release 3,
yeah.
4, 5, 6,
Pata
7,
Kosong
8, 9.
asking SRAM or Shimano better. It's like asking AMD or NVIDIA better.
Always consider getting replacement parts before you buy something. So if you, I'm not saying one is better than the other or not. I always, more convenient. If you ask me V-brake or disc brake, I say V-brake. Why? Because if I'm going overseas to travel, not all bicycle shops will have your brake pad. I will buy a V-brake because all bicycle shops will have V-brake pads. So you have to think of this. I'm not trying to screw your mind, but personally, I like Shimano's because I've always grew up with Shimano's. All the bikes I had was Shimano. SRAM was for the rich. SRAM is mostly on mountain bikes. The bikes I always had was all the road bikes or pavement street bikes. I couldn't afford a mountain bike. So you ask me, I cannot say which is better because I only know one. But through all these years of trying, I still prefer Shimano.
I would say they all have their more premium products and more entry-level products.
Yeah, Shimano's are, of course, they have the GRX, they have the gravel versions, but SRAM has more gravel versions than Shimano. So if
Maybe
you are a gravel rider, if you like a lot of big low gears, then you go with the SRAM. It's individual preference.
Joseph asking why don't Birdy use hydraulic brake calipers?
Because
hydraulic.
yeah, a good point. A good example is the front fork.
Yes.
The front brake caliper. When you fold your bike, because all Birdies fold at front and rear. Rear not so bad. Front is the most problematic because it is internal routing. You see, the cable can move. So let's say if the cable is ideally it has to be here, because okay, I haven't calibrated this yet. Okay, so I just do a quick one. I won't do the perfect one as long as the wheel turns.
Okay. Pata Kosong say thank you for the information. Just now the one asking SRAM or Shimano better.
Yeah, thanks for asking because I will ask myself as well. Is SRAM really the one? It's easier to find. But if you're a gravel rider, then do what is best for your bike.
I'll say you can always test it out if you can available. You test it out because all the specs are all numbers.
Correct.
They don't actually mean anything to you.
Correct.
Most important is how you feel. When
And
you
the
ride.
price, the budget.
Oh yeah, the budget.
Which one is cheaper? SRAM is a bit more expensive also. Okay, so back to the cable. Hydraulic has a nut here to hold your brake fluid.
Yep.
You must get it right. I didn't calibrate this yet. I will do this. Okay, hang on, I will show you.
Yeah. Hang on, yeah, Joseph. We will answer you.
I will be very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just anyhow, okay? So, hydraulics. Because when you open and close, this guy will move. Sometimes when you ride, when you turn here, when you fold, you drop the handle down, you fold and you walk around, this guy will go in. It will be shorter. Okay, then I give you the worst scenario. This is the worst scenario. Okay. But when you fold your bike, see
Yep.
oh, I didn't even lock this guy in. Okay. Sorry, I haven't even mounted this guy in. Because I'm not done with the wheel yet, but I'll just show you this. Okay. You see the wheel stop. Why? Because your cable is too short.
Ah,
Your cable is showing here.
yes.
I can show you this. I have a gap now between the cable and the caliper. This is a dangerous part if you don't realize. You fold your bike, your hinges, this is called a hinge, your nut
Yeah.
will sooner or later give way. You have a leak. Then you just have to bleed more often or change. That is the only reason why we don't recommend for hydraulics on this bike.
It will affect the folding, then the folding will affect the cables.
Unless you buy a bifolder, then you can do anything you want.
Yeah.
But this guy, there are people who insist and they go ahead, but they know how to look after their bike. So make sure your cables are set to a correct length. Then when you fold, there is no issue. You can put, but it's just usually for new riders, they are not wary of that part.
Okay. Cy Frost asking, saying, show how the suspension works.
Oh. Okay, I bring down the bike again.
Yeah, sure.
So this bike is not fully set up, so I hope you don't mind me having some technical
We
issues with
show
this.
what we can show to you guys.
Suspension.
Yes.
Suspension for the rear, I don't really know how to explain since we are in front or anywhere.
The rear.
The rear, when you sit on it, it will flex. Can you see the
get
flex?
get a good angle of this? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can see.
Okay.
Guys
So
can
this
see
is the
flex a bit.
suspension, and this is the front.
The front will be more of it. Can
The
see
back will be
spring
more.
moving.
Yeah, the front will travel more, but the bounce will have more at the back because your whole weight is just above the rear suspension.
Yes.
Okay, so
That's how suspension works on Birdy bike.
yeah, Birdies are full suspension foldable bike. It is almost like a full frame mountain bike because I like to say there is no fold anywhere in the middle.
Yes.
And your pivoting point is here. You can't see because this guy is blocking, but your pivoting point is here. So it's like most of the downhill mountain bikes, they pivot
Yeah.
away from the main frame.
RY asking how much is this for this Birdy City?
Birdy City, this particular one I'm building,
2450.
2450.
Yes, we are having
If
huge discount right
if
now.
I write my name here, it's additional $10.
So cheap only, $10 only.
I'm cheap.
Your name only worth $10.
I'm cheap.
Okay, so this is Birdy City. Right now selling at 2450. Original price 2850.
Yeah, until the 5th of December, then it's going way up.
5th of January.
What did I say?
December.
Oh. Cannot multitask again. Okay. I shall now calibrate the brakes.
Okay, Joseph saying since Birdy sells its bike for a high price for comfort, material and others, why not add an wireless derailleur?
Wireless derailleur alone is a bomb. Your derailleur will need a battery.
Yes.
You need a Bluetooth.
Yes.
You need your shifter. to be wireless. You know Di2s, if you're using SRAM, that's a different issue. It doesn't come, but it can accommodate. There are some, the older gens, this guy will cut the bottom of the seat post and install the battery below, and he does the internal routing stuff. Can be done, but it doesn't come with it because then there'll be a 7th Birdy model, which is called a Birdy Di2 something shifter.
Yeah, but wireless derailleur, I think it's not that
It's
not that easy for like most people to use, as in they need more maintenance.
It's very niche. It's
Yeah,
only
it's
people
niche.
who really know what
Yes.
to do.
Yes,
If
what to
you-
do with it.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but it should be for everybody because it's a beautiful setup.
Yeah,
It's nice. If
It's
you
nice.
have one, you'll be proud of it. On the Birdy, you'll be proud of it.
yeah. Always
Okay.
make sure remember to charge. Yeah.
Hi, yes,
That's one thing.
correct. Okay, we are almost done. I will just
Right.
need to do the brakes. And what else? Everything done? Yeah, brakes and shifting, then we are good.
Okay.
Chain on and we are good.
Okay.
Almost done. Who has been here since the start at 2 o'clock? I wonder.
I can't tell, but I'm glad that we have like interaction from viewers. Thank you guys for all the comments, and for those who are watching, if you like what we are doing, do follow us on our TikTok so you get more content like this. We'll share tips and tricks, exclusive deals. Does Birdy have suspension? CS asking. Yes, we do have suspension for Birdy bicycle. This is a foldable bike having full suspension, front and rear. So you can see here, this is the front suspension. Then
This is
here's
the rear. This guy. This little thing is the rear suspension.
Yeah.
There are third-party suspensions out there you can buy. They cost a little bit or a lot more expensive. Depends on brand. So it's individual budget, whether you have.
All that are customization already. Maybe we'll do a live on that. in future.
Customization.
Yeah. Talk about this. So if you guys don't want to miss it, follow us. Follow us on our TikTok.
Okay.
Birdy suspension. Front and rear. That's one of the reasons why the rides of the Birdy bike feels like a full-size bike.
Correct.
More cushion, comfort.
Even our 8-speed, the classic, there's a frame that's a little bit different. That one rides well as well. You can try.
Yes. Even though it's the cheapest Birdy, but it rides well.
But ultimately, you are looking for a foldable full suspension bicycle. So don't be too picky about components. Just look for what you need. If you're looking for a foldable full suspension, we have what you need. Okay, so now what we do here as well, we will pre-stretch all your cables. What pre-stretching is?
Pre-stretching.
Your cables here are all knitted, somewhat like a knit. So they are tight and coiled up. So it's like that.
Okay.
Constantly engaging your brakes and your shifter, your cable will stretch and it becomes straight. So that is when you have excess cable, the metal wire will be longer than the day you bought. And then the day you buy your bicycle, the handle will be like that. 1 week later, it will be like that. 1 month later, it will be like that. If we don't pre-stretch it, the next week it will be like that already. Okay? So then you say, why my brakes so lousy? I paid over $2,000. You give me this kind of lousy brake. It is nothing to do with the brand or the builder or the maker. It is all mechanical issues. We will stretch your cables. Even a non-foldable expensive bike, a non-Di2 bike will have the same issue.
Yes.
So we are now pre-stretching your bike.
Cables will always stretch out.
Correct.
Yeah, it's the material. Joseph saying, I mean not to compare, but for me, I am a starter, so I buy Picasso bike. Then maybe one day I take Birdy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We never judge. Yeah.
No insult, none taken. It's
Yeah.
just I don't really understand how to answer. But if I insulted you, I apologize. It was not that intent. But there is nothing wrong with any bike brand.
Yes.
You don't have to buy a Birdy if you don't want to. It's just if you are looking for a full suspension foldable bike, there are not many out there.
There are not many. Yes.
They might be around, but they might weigh a lot more heavy.
Yeah.
This guy,
They might
this
be a
particular
bifold.
model,
Most likely it will be a bifold.
yeah, all the joints do add up to the weight. If you fold here, the joint itself is harder than the whole bike material because it needs to be stiff. So the joints, the rivets and all are weight addition. So you don't have to buy the best of the best.
Yes.
It's the same as camera. We don't buy
Slowly
the best
go
of
up
the best.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't get us wrong. There's nothing wrong with any bike brand. Okay. You
But-
can even buy the best component to put on the lousiest bike frame. You will still enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. You enjoy your ride. Yeah, enjoy the cycling. If you want, Joseph, you can come down to our store to do a test ride. Then you know what we are saying. Yeah,
Come
test
down.
ride whenever you can for any bikes.
But when the ground is wet, no matter rain or after rain, we will stop all test rides. Because the place where you test ride, we have multiple surfaces. One is tarmac, one is tile, and one is pebbles. So a lot of people who insist on going on a wet road, they come back bleeding. So we will stop all test rides when it's wet.
Yes.
Okay? So don't say my friend came here when it's raining, you entertain him, but then your friend fell down, he never tell you. Okay, roughly this is what we did for stretching.
Okay.
I did not multitask well. I should have done the derailleur. Then I
It's
can stretch
okay.
all at the same time.
It's okay. We take our time.
So now, since this is roughly done, I will put the chain on.
Okay.
And
Joseph saying, I have seen many Birdy owners, but they always need to hang the bike onto something. Birdy doesn't add kickstander, right? Yes, it doesn't come with kickstand.
correct, that will be accessory because
There will be
there
accessories.
there are many people who
Some they don't like to have kickstand
Yeah.
on their foldable bikes.
well,
I think I'm one of them. Yeah,
yeah.
because it
Depends.
will add on the weights.
If you really want to be light and you want to chase the car that's overtaking a bus, you would go as slick, more aero, and the lighter weight is the preferred way. Not everybody will stop at the coffee store to have a drink. So different riders have different styles. Even the mountain bikers, they don't put kickstands because it will hinder their movement. They will bash into something else and then you break your kickstand. And some people will prefer a cheaper alternative or a nicer, more expensive alternative. So we give you the choice. It doesn't come with the bike, but you can choose whether to buy or not. But it
Whether you
doesn't
want
come
to
with the
install or not, that's your choice.
correct.
But it's nice to have more convenient, a kickstand.
If for city riding, going around Singapore on a day off and going cafe hopping, why not? But then you still can fold your bike and put it beside you at the table.
Yeah.
So you might not just need a kickstand. Some people even put the easy wheel if they want.
The
Okay,
Birdy bike can roll while folded, yeah.
correct.
It can be rolled, so you don't need to carry.
And this is not the traditional way.
Yes.
but I do it as well. I do not need the chain. As I said just now, I wanted to adjust the chain.
Oh, okay.
So all I have to do, all I'm doing now is stretching the shifter cable. So I just stretch. I don't have to calibrate anything yet because I'm just stretching.
Oh, so you try to adjust to
Correct.
lowest gear?
Lowest gear.
Yes.
Yes, this is
Yes.
not the high gear because it's the high
lowest
part.
gear to stretch out the cable.
So I'm pulling the cable from the shifter, and I will do the same at the derailleur. This is stretching the derailleur cable.
Okay.
So not too much because this part will dislodge. So just roughly enough.
Okay. For those who are interested in our Birdy bikes or other foldable bikes, even foldable tricycle, carry all, you guys can always come down to our retail store for test ride. We're open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday. We're located at BreadTalk IHQ 0214 level 2, nearby Tai Seng MRT station. Yeah, it's very easy to find.
Very easy.
We are a folding bike company and we offer test ride for free. Yeah.
Test rides.
Test ride for free.
Free, but
Free stuff.
don't be. There are sometimes people expect more than free stuff. So just be a
You
bit.
want to start your nagging?
just be a bit more friendly lah.
Okay.
So now
We should always be nice to each other.
yeah.
Be
So-
friendly to others.
I'm now adjusting the stopper from the front wheel because
Team
not
X Sykes asks, how does the front SAS function? Spring and
oh it's just spring.
you retain? I don't know how to pronounce.
Let me read.
Yeah, but it's just spring.
No, it's just spring. The black thing you see is just you know, like your aircon insulator. It is just aesthetic. This guy serves no purpose. It's just sometimes you worry that it might fall off. So this has nothing to do with performance. It is just aesthetic.
Okay.
This guy is nothing. I shall not. Maybe I shall not remove it for you.
Yeah.
This is just sponge. You can see from the
Okay,
side view. You can see my
You can fold up, then I show them more clearly.
fold up.
Yeah, fold it up. Then I can get closer.
So you can see this going in. This is all sponge.
Wait,
Can you? Oh, no zoom.
yeah. Okay.
See, it's all sponge. It's more to fill up the gap.
Ah.
Some people upgrade. Then you have dual. We have one called Imperium Cycle, the G5.
G5.
I think it's G5.
G5, yes.
Spring outside, but you can adjust the spring tension to go down. So this spring will be brought down. So all the spring is here. So this will be hard. But inside you got a chamber with mineral oil as well. So it's a hydraulic cum spring. So it's a very nice cushion feel.
Interior site operator say shop absorber.
Yeah. Correct.
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 Yes.
You are right.
Look at this, Dominic. This is
Oh my gosh.
absorber.
Run away. Run away. Okay. So I'm now removing all the excess washers because not all bikes will be exactly the same because they have their within reasonable standards of building every single bike. This is not like you do pottery where one plate is the same as the other because it's all molded. It's not die cast. This one is welded by hand, partially machined, partially hand. So they have their reasonable acceptance level.
Even molded one, they are not all the same.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there will always be a difference.
So now this guy will lock in.
Yes.
So it is how it's supposed to be.
That's how the front wheel is locked.
It is catching. If you have a deflated tire, of course it won't catch as well. So make sure you pump your tires frequently.
Yo, the camera won't focus. Why?
Okay, never mind, we move on.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how to show you? Yes, you see this guy here.
Yes.
This guy will catch on to your wheel.
Yes.
So if the tire is deflated, it will sometimes just fall out. So make sure you inflate your tires. Other than that, after stretching, we can fine tune on the calibration of the derailleurs. Put the chain on.
All right.
Where is the chain?
Guys, I go toilet for a while, yeah?
Okay, see you in a
Yeah.
while. You can bring the camera along.
No! The live instantly got banned.
Oh yeah, I forgot
The
about
moment I bring it in, then it instantly got banned.
Okay, so now this is, I'm releasing the tension on the shifter cable so that I can installing the chain. Okay, so there are a few ways to install the chain, individual preference. The school will teach you one way, experience will teach you another way. Different bikes have different hangers, different angles, so you just learn which is the best way for a particular model. So for this model, I don't know if you can see, am I blocking the view? I like to do it this way because it's more direct. Okay, putting in the chain. Chain breaker. And the correct way of installing a chain, once this is in, usually you can reuse it a couple of times and that's it. So you don't always break it. And your what's that called? Chain link?
I'm back.
That one is one use only.
So right now Dominic is connecting the chain together. So it has come to a full circle on the chain.
Oh. This one, I need to go and get another one.
Okay. Guys, thank you for watching this live video. If you guys like what we are doing, follow us on our TikTok for more quality content, exclusive deals, tips and tricks like this. Show
So-
some love to Dominic,
Show
our
some
bike
love.
builder.
Bike
Don't
builder.
look at others, it's you lah.
So once you install the chain, make
Yep.
sure the connection is good and it's not stiff. It has to swivel smoothly, and make sure
the point of connection, they need to be smooth.
make sure the joints are nice and secure.
If let's say that one joint is not smooth,
Then you will have you will feel that it is not smooth by just
by just rolling it,
correct.
cycle with it, then you can saw your derailleur jumping.
Yeah, because it will be stuck like that all the time. Okay, this goes in. Now it's important to secure your chain tensioner before you forget. Chain tensioner will scratch your bike as well if you don't install it
Chain
securely.
tensioner.
So this part was when I was talking about the chain has to just barely touch the chain tensioner. How will you know if it's touching? This is touching.
Ah, okay.
Not a good example because this is not done yet. Okay. You can hear the plastic and the metal rubbing each other.
Yes.
So as long as it's not touching, you can secure it. There is no torque to this as well.
Look at these hands. They can build a bike. They can cook also. Yo. What more can you ask for? Dominic, the man of the man. Man of the man.
Man of the man. Sounds so wrong. Do not tighten this too tight, if not the bolt will break. And then you have difficulty removing.
Suddenly we have a lot of people follow us. Thank you guys for all the
Hello.
followers. Thank you, thank you.
You missed out most of it if you just joined. Yeah, it's almost done. But I can
Follow right now, then you won't miss the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where is the screwdriver? Okay. So this is the part quite a few of you ask, how do you calibrate your derailleur?
Yeah.
So if you want to come here, I can show you
Okay.
this guy.
I try lah.
Okay.
Use this one. High
Yeah.
angle. I try to see if I can shoot it. Okay.
Okay.
I think I can.
We are
see.
good?
Yeah.
Okay, all derailleurs will have two. Ignore this one.
Well, I go closer. Aiya.
Manual lens.
Manual lens, all the kacang here and there. Yeah, okay, can.
Okay.
That two lah, yeah.
So ignore this guy. This guy will be another setup. I'll show you in a while. Most of them, or rather all of them, will have two. One will control the heaviest gear. One will control the lightest gear. This heavy gear, what do you call this? Index screw.
Yes.
When you turn clockwise, this chain, the derailleur will make this chain jump to this side. It will always go inside.
Yes.
Clockwise, you go inside.
Yes.
The lowest gear, you turn clockwise, this guy will go inside.
Okay.
So this one controls the heavy gear, this one controls the light gear. Clockwise, all of them will go into the middle. This is quite straightforward. So I can show you an example. I will pedal and I'll do clockwise. See, it goes to the next
okay.
gear.
That is the limit screw that controlling the heaviest and the lightest gear.
Correct.
Limits are.
So I turn anti-clockwise. It goes down.
Ah, okay. Tommy said Dominic can build one more bike so we can watch another 3 hours.
Thanks for reminding me about the time.
You already sian already.
3 hours.
Look at his
Okay.
face.
So I will
Sian already. Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you again. Clockwise, we'll do this.
Yes.
Even further, I'll go to the next gear. Okay? So this is not ideal because you are on the first gear on
Yes.
the shifter. So you need to be on the first, sorry,
Okay.
the ninth gear. So how to know when you're at the best position? When you tune your bike, you have to listen to the sound that the chain is making. I can bring the microphone nearer. You can hear.
Yeah.
You can hear the what I call the chuck 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 sound. It is trying to skip to the next gear. And to omit that sound, you just have to bring the chain away a little bit from the next gear, which is this.
Yeah.
Done. You don't have that annoying chuck 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 sound. Okay?
Yeah, so that is how to do like correct tuning for the gears. One of the steps. Listen to the sound, then when you cycle, it is smooth. Yes. That means you are correct. You're on the right track.
Now I will also tune the low gear. You can put your cable in and tune as well, or you can do what I'm about to do, is just use your thumb. This is not tied in yet. Just pedal and push it in.
I think next time Tommy can build bike, then we
Yeah, Tommy is learning.
we'll film him.
Okay, but I shall just use the cable to support. So I'm bringing it down again, locking it in.
Even send you roti canai.
Who?
Vivian.
Oh,
Just now. Roti canai, this one not rolls.
yeah, I'm quite hungry already.
This one got all kind of different gifts all that.
Okay, so I have not really calibrated the brakes yet, so you can hear a lot of screeching, not screeching, but
A bit
rubbing sound.
yeah.
But I'll just finish this part, then I'll move on to this, then I think we are good.
Okay.
So this is the correct position for your chain. Now I'm
Yes.
shifting. Oh, that means I didn't tighten properly. So now I need to double check on this. Sometimes when your shifter cable housing is not seated properly within the frame, and then you think your tightening is good, your everything is done. The moment you shift, the housing goes back into the position that it's supposed to be in, and then you lose.
The cable tension need to take into consideration for
Yes.
doing tunings of the shifters, the derailleurs. Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9 gears. So this is not done yet. We still need to tune the low gear. Make sure your chain is in line with the jockey wheel and the chain. So everything has to be perfectly in line.
Okay.
So I'll be standing from behind. I'll be eyeballing the center of the jockey wheel and the center of the cock.
Okay.
So this is the low gear. I will eyeball it straight. Clockwise, I'll bring it down here. Anti-clockwise, the chain will come up here. So I'm trying to make it to the left, and not too much to the left where the chain will fall into and scratch your spokes. This is good. So now I'll change gears up and down. Make sure the tension is right. If it goes up, okay, I'll start all over again. Go all the way down. Okay, going down is smooth. Going up, if there is any delay, means your cable is not tight enough.
Oh.
One click, one jump.
Okay.
So your pulling strength is good for this particular build. Now, if your cable is too tight, you will have a delay in coming down. Let's see if it's tight or loose. It goes down accordingly. There is no delay. What delay is, for example, like this. When you pedal, then you click, then it doesn't come down until after a while.
Ah,
If you click 1 second, it should come down within a 1.5 second.
yeah.
If it's delayed like 2 seconds, you know it's too tight. Ultimately, this is fighting the spring that is in the derailleur. If let's say I'm riding here, and then a twig cuts your cable, your chain, your what's this called, derailleur,
Yes.
will just be like that,
Oh,
because there is no tension to the spring. So without the cable, this is useless. Okay, so we are calibrated for shifting. I will leave this here for a while. I will calibrate the brakes, and then we can cut the cables and put the cable ends.
yes. Then can pass to me already.
Yes.
This is my bike.
Yes, this is your bike. This is your bike.
But the invoice sent to Tommy lah.
No, you can send to me. It's okay. Because I know my bonus is big. No, just joking. Big bonus.
Send my bills to Tommy lah. He will pay for
Tommy.
me. Yeah.
Tommy is now going to the gym. He has a lot of money. So any girls who want gym membership can find Tommy.
Oh yeah, he got money for gym membership.
Okay.
Okay.
So now the brakes are calibrated.
Yes. We are coming, slowly coming to the ending.
So for how do we align, or how long do we cut
You want?
the cables? About 2 inches. So you use a ruler to measure 2 inches. You put your finger there to find your own finger thickness to know how many fingers is 2 inch. Okay, just roughly here, cut it off. This is cut.
Okay.
And of course it's important to put a cable end on. If not, this guy will fray and you have like 14 strands
Yeah.
or so. So
Cables, they all need to cut the excessive part
Right.
so that they don't go into your disc brake or your your gears. Then they go inside, then they all stuck.
all of them cut. If you find a cable that is too short, it's quite difficult for the mechanic to rectify any issues if you have in the future. Sometimes we need to cut the cable ends off to rectify a problem, and then by cutting it, it's too short to use.
Okay.
Huh? Plier.
Can use plier.
Yes, you can use pliers if you want. You don't have this, you can use any cheapo stuff. You can, as long as it cuts and as long as it clamps. For example, I'm using this cheapo one. This one was purchased by you, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
I forgot though.
Yeah, you bought this. You bought this when it was a circuit breaker. When you were building bikes. Yeah, I remember this one.
Okay.
JJ
No.
has tools here as well. Okay, so brakes are calibrated. Nice and tight.
Okay.
So we are good to go. Okay.
Last. Anything?
So-
Last thing?
This is how all of us build Birdy bikes.
Yes.
We do take a little bit more pride than building our own bikes. All of us have bikes, all of us build our own bikes, but when it comes to building a Birdy bike,
Yes.
it needs a little bit more attention. So don't be afraid if you hear You know, internet has a lot of nasty people. So you just judge for
I'm
yourself.
not one of them.
You judge who you want to listen to. If it's right for you, you decide. If not, you ask other people. But you can always come here and talk to us. We are always around somewhere. Sometimes we are here, sometimes we are not here. Approach us at the retail store, ask us as many questions as you want. You can spend 3 hours there, we don't chase you away unless it's a lockdown or restrictions again, 6 packs, 2 packs or whatever.
Yes.
So just come by,
Yes.
talk to us, we will entertain you always. But when you do come by and it is a crowded place, do give us some time to get to you and to serve you, because there are times where there are people who prefer to be served first and some don't mind waiting, but the ones that don't mind waiting become angry. So just be mindful that we need to be everywhere at once. Okay, so Birdy Bikes, if you are interested, you can find them on our website, mightyvelo.com, or you can do a shop at mightyvelo.com for some accessories.
Yes.
A lot of info.
Shop.mightyvelo.com.
Shop.
Mightyvelo.com.
Yeah,
Yes.
mightyvelo.com. We carry different ranges. We carry Birdy Classics all the way to Birdy Roll-Offs. We have Carry Me's, 2-wheelers, Carry All, 3-wheelers. We have Reach GT, Mini Velo that folds at top speed you can hit 60. R20 top speed you can hit 50. Depends on the rider, depends on the terrain, depends on who you are drafting.
If you are Dominic, you hit 50, 60 at least.
61.
60 km
61.
per hour. 61.
61.
61 km.
Yes.
I think Tommy can hit 80 He go to gym.
89.
18, 89. Wow.
He overtook Harley once.
In my dream, in your dream. Yes. So if you guys are interested in our bikes, we are Mighty Velo. We are folding bike specialists. We mostly carry Pacific Cycles folding bikes. Our store is located at BreadTalk IHQ 0214 level 2. It's nearby Tai Seng MRT station. Yeah, it's very near. Walk maybe 2 minutes or 1 minute, then you reach already. Yeah. So you can always come down to test ride of our bikes if you are not sure. And also you can talk to our staff. We'll answer you the best we can. Yes. Tommy said give that man a beer.
Yes, please.
Tommy, you come here to give him a beer
What time is it?
Okay. When you go to retail store, you will see Tommy Yeah.
Yeah, say hello to Tommy and ask
Say
him how's
hello
the
to
gym.
Tommy. Yeah.
Okay, so
我是 Lim Kopi say, is replying the front suspension is a swing. Yeah. William Wong say Tommy rides carry me for training every day.
Oh yes.
Whoa.
Correct, he does.
So if carry me, can you show them like that?
Carry me.
For those who don't know how carry me looks like.
Carry me.
This is what
This is
Tommy
our
ride
carry me.
for training.
This 8-inch wheel he cycles for training. Yeah.
Okay.
It is a light bike.
Light bike,
small bike.
compact, rollable. Then, yeah. If you are interested in that, also come to our store, see it in person. Test ride it also can. We're open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday. We're not open on Sundays and public holidays, yeah?
Correct.
So, yep, I think that's all for us right now. Right,
A folded birdie.
a folder Birdy.
Okay, so
here.
those of you who don't know what a birdie looks like when it's folded, it's like that. You
Okay.
can walk, you walk like that
Yep,
on the floor.
okay,
Okay?
yeah. So, that'll be alright.
That's
You
all.
got anything? Okay.
Till further notice, we will build something else.
Yes.
Someday.
Till next time. So signing off. This is Dominic.
Hiding behind the birdie.
Yeah. Then the one hiding behind the camera is JJ.
Come out.
Come on. Can see you.
Hello. It's
Hello.
JJ. Finally.
Finally. Okay.
After 3 hours, I get to see you.
Okay. So that's it lah.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay.
Go for the beer time.
Thank you. Bye bye.